Ah, yes, indeed. Welcome, everybody. I also love that intro outro so much, and we will hear it a couple more times, although not that many more times because we are closing in on the end of this campaign. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Goglings, Gogorifics, Gog peoples of the world. Welcome, everybody, to Pen and Pixels. Right there, to Pen and Pixels, episode 533, as By the Dice Roll plays Ghosts of Saltmarsh, as we are heading into the end game of Saltmarsh, trying to thwart the Sahuagin attack on the coast and the good people of Kaeland. And, of course, Saltmarsh itself. Very excited to talk about all of that and see how things go today. Before I do, just a couple of quick reminders for all of you lovely folks. If you have not already done so, please make sure to follow us here on GogCom's Twitch channel. If you have not already done so, please consider clicking through and subscribing here on GogCom's Twitch channel. And please consider clicking through and checking out our own channels. We have our own Patreons and subsystems and stuff like that that we do. And in my case, on my channel, I have a ton of tabletop stuff that I'm doing. In fact, I just had a Dragonbane session earlier today on my channel. And now we move smoothly along to By the Dice Roll with Ghosts of Saltmarsh. One other note, we will be going today until 5 p.m. Eastern. This is an earlier start time than normal because to accommodate the lovely European folks so they don't get to bed at an ungodly, terrible hour. And then I will be back on my own channel tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with another GOG game, playing more of Citizen Sleeper 2 with the amazing R Vocalist. More D&D on my channel tomorrow night if people are interested, checking out Community D&D with the Shadow Crew playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And then, more tabletop stuff to come on Saturday with Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, which is a kind of fantasy science fiction mashup using 5th edition rules. Very excited for that as well. So a lot of cool tabletop stuff happening as we go along here. And it's true, this does need a few more lobsters. I definitely did not have enough telepathic lobsters in the intro, and I will, try to take that into account for future campaigns. But otherwise, I think we are good to go. And so I'm going to unmute myself and apologize unreservedly to anyone that I interrupted because I couldn't hear them. And then I'm going to unmute them. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to head over to reveal the crew. There they are. They are here. They are present. And as you see, we have a full crew. That is right. I said it. A full crew of all 6 individuals prepared to challenge the entire Sahuagin fortress. They told me today that they were ready to actually go through the fortress one by one. The quote was, "We will have no problem wiping the floor with them," and then said, "Bring it on, Arv." And so they're going to start with an arena fight. I'm just making that up. None of that actually happened. But in any case, I'm very excited to see how they do get out of this situation, whatever it happens to be. And we will talk about that in a minute. But first, I will say hello to the lovely people, beginning with the row of people at the bottom, and that starts with Pyron Jade. Hello, Pyron. Good to see you. How are you? How's everything with you, and whom are you playing today?
A little bit tired, a little bit exhausted, as everyone these days. Um,
Yeah.
but I know that usually you ask this after the stream, like, where are the lovely people going to see you next? But I would like to just say something about that before the stream,
Okay.
because this weekend there's going to be a small retro gaming convention in Germany, in Braunschweig, and I'm going to be there. So if anybody is also going to be there, we could meet, we could chat. Um, I know it's also sponsored by GOG, but I'm actually being going to be there like privately. But still, if for some reason you're also going to Retronomicon, just we might see you there. So tonight I'm playing Waves Crashing Against Rocks, or as the name is pronounced correctly,
Mm-hmm.
Kenku Dex-based Paladin, currently underwater, with a turtle in front and sharks behind, and somewhere there's also a very nice telepathic lobster. So, yes.
Yes. I am excited to talk more about that telepathic lobster. You do realize that if people come up to you and they're like, oh, yes, and then there's also the penguin water bottle. If the people come
Yes.
up to you and ask you, Pyron, they're like, oh, man, can you do a little bit of stuff in character? And you start talking to them, they're going to be very disappointed because, Waves is not. So you're just going to have to bring your soundboard with you or try to make the whoosh sound, as much
I
as you
know.
can. So
It's fine. I'm used to disappointing people.
oh man, never with us. Always a pleasure, Pyron. Thank you for being here today. Good to see as well. Darksaber 2K, who is with us, has successfully, thank you for the follow on my channel, has successfully recovered from Bloodstock and informed us that there was an actual T-shirt trebuchet at this event, and I was just like, I'm kind of enamored with this idea now, and I'm like, do you think that this has could this be moved around a little bit, Saber, I guess? Do you feel like does this whole idea have legs? Can we do other things with trebuchets in 2026,
I could think of a few people we could launch from trebuchets.
That's exactly. Yes, I can imagine how
I
great it
forgot to
would
mention
actually
though
be.
that the singer also had his mic stand was a longsword that went in a stone, and then he pulled it out of the stone to move around the stage as well.
God, why are metal always the coolest stuff, man?
We're massive nerds.
It's really true. That's really funny. A longsword mic stand. Oh man. I have been at the front of stages holding mic stands and I've never had a longsword. That's awesome. How are you, Saber, otherwise, and who are you playing today?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm still quite fatigued actually from the festival. Still a week on, but hey, we're back for Dungeons and Dragons and back as more Thriller Gorgonians, and I think we got a bit of a pickle ahead of us.
Just a little bit. You could actually use that trebuchet right about now.
I can work on something.
Right, exactly. Who better than an artificer? Thank you, Saber. Also, thank you for Mubat and Dashboard as ever. Thank you as well to Mike Smith, Wholesome Horror Gaming, for being here as well. Good to see you, Mike. I hope everything is okay as we continue to move towards Skynet in the room behind you. But how is everything in your neck of the woods / your supercomputer brain? And who are you playing today?
It's going all right. Yeah, I just had to make sure I'm not on mute again because I just unmuted myself. It's going all right. We are plodding through some horror games over on my channel. We're continuing weird games for weird people, and we're continuing the playing through the spookiest Nintendo 64 game ever made, Majora's Mask, which has only been running for about 32 streams. And I'm not even sure what I'm doing anymore at this point. I've missed a key item. I don't know what dungeon I'm in. And I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit like trying to get Grandpa back in the home right now. But we're having fun, to be honest with you. And we're talking about life's issues and stuff like that while we do it. So it's all a bit of a giggle. But tonight I'm going to be playing Silvo Janus Betulus, our aberrant mind half-elven sorcerer, who he's not liking this. I'll be honest, he doesn't like any of this. There's enemies in front of him, there's enemies behind him, and he's running low on spell slots. So he can turn invisible, and that might be his way out at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm very excited to see how that all happens. Yes, whenever you're worried about party not being challenged enough, if they're not able to rest, it does have a remarkable impact on balancing things out. Not that that's the case here necessarily. The party has actually been able to avoid being attacked too much up until the last session or so, where things have started, the shark chum has started to hit the water, if you know what I mean. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Always a pleasure to have Mike with us. Also a pleasure to have Ananda with us. Good to see you, Ananda. I have it on good authority. I should have asked this also of Saber and a Mike. I have it on good authority that things have cooled to at least like, I don't know how to describe this, like not inconceivable level, at least based on what you've been suffering from. Is that true, Ananda? Is it any better weather-wise and all that? And who are you playing today?
It's a tiny bit better. So, although the temperatures dropped by probably about 10 degrees, it's still really humid. It's like wearing a blanket every time I step out the door. It's not pleasant. Every single bit of greenery is dead. I mean, the whole country has turned into a tinderbox. We had an alert on our phones last week just to say, don't be stupid and light barbecues. Don't leave glass lying around, or the whole country's going to burn.
That's wild. I just finished testing my flamethrower as well. And I got that message. I was just about to go and get rid of some dried grass in the backyard. It was totally crazy.
You say that, but my dad years ago bought a flamethrower for weeds on the driveway. And my eldest son thought it'd be the right time to weed the patio, and his wife had to tell him to stop.
Yeah.
So you say that it could have been worse, but yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. I can take River out for a walk during the actual daytime.
Stunning.
Which is a novel thing. Anyway, but yeah, not too bad, thank you. This evening, though, I'm going to be playing Brine the Bloodthirsty, who's a water genasi fighter pirate. We're underwater, which is kind of my domain, but we are not in friendly territories. So, it's a little bit squeaky bum time, but I have Shern on my shoulder, who's probably like the most ready of all of us for what's going to happen next.
Yes, I look forward to seeing how you manage to preserve this god among lobsters known as Shern, as we'll talk about. Always a pleasure to have Ananda with us. Also, always a pleasure to have Undeveloped Bruce with us. I just saw Bruce about a half hour ago as Bruce and I were playing in the Dragonbane campaign on my channel. But now it's time to play an entirely different green-colored thing as we move into this campaign. Good to see you, Bruce. For those of you who didn't see you over on my channel, how are you and who are you playing today?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Excited to be playing my other green character, and it's so good that they're so similar to one another as well, because it's so easy to go from playing Frogor to green.
Yes.
So yeah, seamless transition it will be today. Although Mervyn the dog is not happy with me. He has not had any cuddles since 6 o'clock this morning because I had such a full-on day. So he's just staring at me from across the room, like he's
the death stare.
Yeah. So yes, I am great, and I'm playing Green, who is a total cleric, currently with 2 HP. But last session he finally found inner peace from a lobster, which is how we all knew it was going to happen. So if he dies today, he will have achieved everything he wanted to in his life, and it's okay.
And it'll be just fine. Very excited to see how Green manages inner peace and outer conflict in just a moment. Always a pleasure to have Bruce with us. And last but certainly not least, also a pleasure to have Fleos with us, who I had a chance to lurk in the Final Fantasy stream that Fleos has been doing, and watched as Fleos spent much of the time mapping every part of, because as you all know, famously, Final Fantasy, very player friendly in terms of quality of life, showing maps in an appropriate way. Everything's totally accurate. that really helps out. But braver man than I am, sir. But it was very entertaining. How are you feeling today? How's everything going with you? And who are you playing today?
I'm feeling all right. That I think I spent 5 hours looking around Final Fantasy on stream, and then finally off stream, I spent another 2 hours I finally found what I missed.
Okay.
But holy cow. So next time there will be some progress, hopefully. Otherwise I'm okay. I went on a little road trip with my brother last night to a city a few hours away to watch the Odyssey in IMAX 70 millimeter.
Wow.
Which was pretty cool, but I'm a little tired today. So that's, sacrifice, right?
Right.
But I'm glad to be here. Glad that we can get this together. Oceanus is ready for whatever may come. And Oceanus is a warrior sidekick of the sea elf variety, and likes to hit things, and that's about it. Also had control of an undead army at one point.
That's true.
We're assuming that the amulet that controls them was given to someone hopefully trustworthy back in town. We'll see, I guess. But that's where we're at right now. Ready to cut things.
Forgot about that problem.
We just took it in the bin. it's
Gave
fine.
it to Anders, very trustworthy servant. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You get
That
out.
guy's not sus at all.
We
No,
get
he's
to,
not sus in his life.
No, absolutely. We get to report everything back to the Sahuagin. You walk out as just Saltmarsh is razed to the ground.
Yeah.
It's just like zombies march over the flaming,
Oh yeah, no, we didn't take that with us, did we? Whoops.
Whoopsie. Well, we know what's going on in the fortress. Time to leave. Anyway. All right. Well, it is lovely to have Fleos and all of these folks with us. I am going to fire up some Sunken Temple music. Although I believe when we last left our heroes, we were in a little bit of a more difficult spot than that. And specifically what I mean is we were in the midst of combat. We are at the moment have a group of people that finally their sort of stealth information, etc., has finally broken down. The party has been sent to this Sahuagin lair in an attempt to infiltrate it, to reconnoiter, and to be able to determine what the nature and disposition of the troops are. What they have discovered is that there are several Sahuagin that are leading the fight. They have also discovered that there are many Sahuagin, a minimum of 150 plus, that are actually ready to serve them. There are also a bunch of what are known as shell sharks, which are literally sharks with shells that seem to be embedded into their skin, making them harder to hit, just in case you needed another reason to make sharks more difficult. There are also a couple of these four-armed champion Sahuagins also that are around, which are a problem. Apparently there is one massive kraken-ish, hammerhead-ish, shark-ish thing that the party also has to be afraid of or concerned about. And so the party decided that they had enough information. It was time for them to depart and report back to Saltmarsh. But something funny happened on the way out of the place, and that is that they ended up two things. First of all, they ended up finding a curious creature, a creature that was in a shark lair. The sharks were currently apparently out on patrol, as the party ended up running into some of them later on. We'll talk about that. But they found in this otherwise empty shark lair, a lobster. But it was not just any old lobster. It was apparently a telepathic lobster, which spoke with Brine and was able to communicate by doing things like sending images to Brine, doing some crossed claw things, traveling, 5 yards this way, whatever, that sort of thing. And said that it basically, apparently it was a fighting lobster that had somehow, through the magic of a variety of different factors, ended up as a telepathic lobster. The party, I would think it's fair to say, became vaguely overwhelmingly infatuated with this lobster, and have made it clear that nothing must ever happen to this lobster. In fact, as was already noted, the lobster has basically given Green a revelatory epiphany religious experience, and that's just for starters. Everyone is very much like, we must preserve Shern, the telepathic lobster, at all costs, and that's great. But on the way out, Shern's telepathy and warning them of other things within the lair could not save them them from being discovered by a group of these shell sharks. They defeated one of the shell sharks. There are a bunch of others that are still left. And as Morthwill and Brian were making their way towards the exit, the place that they had come in, they were, because there was a lot of noise. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but there's a lot of noise down there that was being created. And so they came across a set of other creatures. Specifically, they came across, as I zoom in to actually see what they came across, they came across a set of, I believe it was, give me that, yes, a Sahuagin champion, 2 of them, and also 2 Sahuagin behind them. So we've got 2 Sahuagin champions, 2 Sahuagin. They know that right to the south of where those people have appeared is an arena in which there were many, 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 many Sahuagin. And behind them is still the sound of battle, against which the party must somehow, figure out a way to escape. The party seems to have suggested that it needs to escape. That seems to be the thing that most of the party believes. How the party is going to go about doing that, however, is another question. And so as I hand things back over to the party, I will say that as of right now, I have Morthwill at 49 out of 49 hit points. Is that right? Okay. I have Brian at 63 out of 64, so pretty close to full. I have got Green. Green, I had you at 5 out of 48. I think I heard you say 2, but I think I had you at 5.
Yeah, I misread. I've got 5. Everything's fine.
Everything's great. I mean, not 5.
I thought that I was almost dead, but actually I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a whole, that 3 hit points is everything. Waves crashing against rocks is 57 out of 68. I believe I have you at.
Yes.
Okay. Silvo is at 38 out of 38.
Yep.
And Oceanus at 43 out of 43. But it's not all bad, chat, because although there are hundreds of dangerous Sahuagin and creatures that apparently have been alerted to the party's presence, they do have as allies Kish the Triton, Coral the Sea Lion, and of course Shern the Telepathic Lobster. And with all of that noted, I'm going to fire up the combat music, and I'm going to... There we go. Let's turn that up a bit.
I'll make one
Synthwave.
change. That was Oceanus's old hit points.
Oh.
Because there was a level up at one point.
Oh, yes, yes.
So now 51 out of 51.
Ah, good. See? Oh, that changes everything. I should add in a couple of deadly squid or something now that we know that. That changes it all. Okay. So we are back up then. We're going to go back to the top of the round here. Normally, I don't like to stop mid-combat, and I normally don't like to start with someone because I know it's not a little, could be a little bit disorienting. However, we had to do that because of time frame, and we're going to be doing the same damn thing this time. So thank you, Nonstop, for the Prime sub, 116 months. Thank you so much. We appreciate that very much. Cool. All right, so we are going back up to the top with Morthwill. So, Morthwill, you heard that song, Clowns to the left of me, Jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with Brian. That's more or less what you're dealing with here. You got Sahuagin and champions in front of you, other creatures coming from the south, fighting from behind you, and you got issues. What are you going to do?
Well, I was thinking more stuck in the middle with Bull, so I'm going to deploy my arcane cannon in force ballista configuration.
Okay. All right, let's see. That's
Yeah.
right, Bull the Ballista. I gotta see if I can find.
Now perched upon my shoulder is a very small clockwork bull.
And I have a lobster on mine, so we're even.
I'll put it on the opposite shoulder so I don't accidentally shoot.
Do you know? Okay, look, I'm not doing this, David Kogan. Do you know there is actually a Clockwork Bull token that's available in Roll20? No. Get thee behind me, Satan. I'm not doing that again. All right?
Are they just watching this stream?
I swear to God, they really, I just,
Just like these guys are on the edge, right?
Damn it,
These guys just think of the wackiest thing. Get the art department, make a token now.
Well, we are one of the top D&D streams currently on Twitch at the moment, so maybe that's why they just came to us and they're like, all right, hang on. I'm just trying to find a
good reason, folk. We're the S tier team. Don't you forget that.
Was the Clockwork Bull fire from the front or from the rear?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Good.
I mean, it can turn. I can move it with the bonus action.
Okay.
But also, if it's tiny size, it can be basically like in the palm of my hand.
Well, that's true. So then maybe
I can have my arcane fire arm in one hand and a force ballista bull in the other.
It's a ball-shaped hand cannon.
Yeah. It can be, because the legs are optional. It's at your choice when you spawn it.
All right, well, then that's good. Then I'm just going to assume it stays with you rather than my finding a clockwork bull.
Yeah.
But why is it bull-shaped? Is it kind of a pun on bullet or something?
Force ballista that does knockback.
A force bull.
Like getting hit by a bull.
It's a force bull,
bullet.
baby.
But I like
Bullet
a
is
tiny
a good
bull
one.
being called
Ballista.
a bullet.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like the ballista. I'm stealing that.
Ballista.
No need for this
Brilliant.
bullying. All right. Right.
I think it's pretty tiny time for some bullying.
That's true. You got to horn in on what they're doing there, so that's what you have to do. Okay. Everyone leaves. Well, I thought you liked Darv. Yeah, but there was a time when we just couldn't.
So many dad jokes.
It's
So
too
many dad
I'm
jokes.
Too
gonna
many
have
dad
to put
jokes.
you all in timeout if this continues.
Bullocks
Right?
to the lot of this.
Oh my god! If it has a safety, does it have a bull lock? Mhm.
No, don't ask what his trigger is.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot at stake here.
Yeah, there you go. It is quite meat that you deal with that at this very moment.
The stakes are high.
Yeah, the stakes are
Come on, not you two, Ananda.
All right. Okay. I'm getting too cowed by this whole business. All right, so you've got this bull.
Yeah.
What?
We need to make these move.
I was going to say, come on, we need to get a move on.
Move it!
Can you use it the same time that you bring it into being
I
or not?
can. It's an action to activate my cannon, and then it's move and attack or a bonus action.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would
Yeah.
recommend that you do so.
Yeah, on this guy at the front there, the one nearest the upper part. Yeah, I'll just ping him again.
By the way, influenced by being underwater?
Don't think so, because it's a magic attack.
Okay.
Not
I would say
a
not
regular-
also, probably because of that, but I was just curious. Okay.
Wait, does
Yeah,
magic
it-
work underwater?
Well, you're bugger. You've been buggered this whole time then. Don't
I was
bring
going
it
to
up
say,
now.
does does like elemental magic? Does that work underwater?
Yeah.
It's
I'm asking
not
for a friend who might be going soon.
elemental.
All right, cool.
Put it this way: there's a reason it's not in the flamethrower configuration.
Oh yeah, fair.
Okay.
Right. So it's going to be force ballista.
Such puns do not behoof you at all. Well done. Well done,
Goodness
as there.
me, Lisa.
22.
You can't heifer it. Okay, on the front guy. Yes. So, let's
Okay.
see. But that's just one at a time, right? You're just the cannon. It's not hitting everybody.
No, it's just one person. It's a
That's
single
what I
target
thought.
attack.
22.
But
Guessing diplomacy's out of the question.
he's now pushed 5 feet backwards into the thing behind him.
Interesting. Okay. So let's move that back like
And
this.
13 damage.
And
to
actually,
roll.
did you want the left? Or did you want the higher one or the lower
Yes.
one in front?
The higher one.
The higher one. Okay. All right. So we're gonna push him back.
Hello.
Pushes back. Let's see. Right. Give me a second whilst I write that down.
He calculates all of the hoof damage.
Yeah, really.
What is the falling damage of a grown cow?
Is it an African cow
Fetchy
or a
Lavash.
European cow?
Asking for a friend. I'm going to summon a horde of 1,300 cows above the enemy.
Okay.
There is no cow weapon.
You guys don't need to milk this for all it's worth, really. Like
One
I
of
don't-
the many D&D TikToks that got fed onto my For You page was someone literally trying to figure out what was the weight of an average cow in D&D and could it be used as a ballistic weapon and could they summon, I think it was 12 cows above a dragon in order to inflict damage, and the D&D was like, do you know what, I'll go with it.
That's funny.
I'll go with it, but all these cows are going to be real angry with you after this turn.
Okay, there's that.
The
and
whole
there's
team is
that.
burgered.
The whole team is burgered. Utterly fed up with this. Very nice, Bruce.
Jesus,
Very nice.
Johnny
Very nice.
T.
This is Flammenwerfer. I Werfer's Flammen. I feel like Cattle Star Galactic. Okay, that
Cow Galactica got me. That
That's-
sent me.
that's pretty good.
That
Actually,
that is one of the most
Oh my
civilized ones
God.
in there.
okay.
Sounds
all
like
right.
a Muppet sketch.
You do. So you do. You do, or Monty Python. You do hit it, and it is pushed back. And the two of them sort of like look angrily in your direction. That was a good strike on the champion, but looks like he's still hanging in there okay. Morthwell, do you want to move anywhere, if you will?
No, I'm going to plant my hoofs.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. You're just going to stay in one place. No need to ask you any other questions. All right.
That's fair.
So that's going to lead us to Brian. Brian, what would you like to do besides give us more puns?
I'm going to stake my claim.
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry, I had to do it.
I think Mike has a beef with you, honestly.
I have a question that I think I already know the answer to, but I'm going to ask it anyway, just in case I'm wrong. Potion of fire breath. That's not going to work underwater, is it?
Probably not, and especially not at range.
Goodies have I got?
I think it might actually work, I guess, if you were right up on top of something, but probably not. No, I would say. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me just double check, because there are some exceptions to this sometime. I think it's just sort of a lack of oxygen that's the problem. Besides,
Is it
the
a
obvious
magical
water.
fire?
It is magic, which would suggest maybe it would work, but I'll do quick numbers for this. Limited by the environment, dealing reduced impact or behaving differently. Okay, so what I'll say about that is that you can use it, Brian, but you will need to be like right up on top of the thing that you're doing it with. So if you're going to do fire breathing, you can't like get a bunch of people. Probably it would need to be one of those swim up, grab them by the shoulders, and then, from point blank range is what I would say.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm mainly melee anyway, so I am going to take my potion of fire breath. What I've got written down is it lasts for an hour. Does 4d6 damage with a DC 13 Dex saving throw. It's
Okay.
a bonus action. It's got 3 uses.
Okay.
So I'm gonna neck that and just say, like, hold on, get into my hair to Shern, because I don't want to cook lobster on my shoulder.
Sure.
And then I'm going to move
Okay.
to
Shern
here.
clacks its claws menacingly at the enemies.
But I'm also going to direct, because I've got a quiver. So I'm going to direct Shern into the quiver. So if there's any sudden movement, he doesn't fall off my shoulder.
Okay, so this lobster enters the quiver, Brian's quiver. Okay.
And then which one did Morthwell hit?
The top one, which looks like which was pushed away.
That one.
Yes, that's right. Hello, Pooples.
Okie dokie. I am going to now again just asking for a friend, because the potion of fire breath is a bonus action. I can still do my main attacks.
That sounds correct. So you could do the bonus action and then the attack. And you said it's a Dex what?
It's DC 13 Dex saving throw.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, let's see. So you are that, which is that. Okay. So it does make it. Not by a whole lot, but it does manage to yank out of the way as you come directly up on top of it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna continue with my scimitar attacks.
Okay.
I am going to do that. Does 13 hit?
13 on the main guy that was damaged before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is not going to hit. That's not enough.
Okay.
So it kind of like blocks and, manages to dodge your attack as you stab above it. Or slash
Okay.
it, I guess.
Does it take half damage for successful dex save, or is it no damage because it's underwater? Or am I mixing something up?
Are you talking about in the fire breath?
For the fire breath, yeah. Because usually
Um,
for the breath weapons, it's half damage if they succeed. On
That's
the...
true. That's true. We should actually double check and see whether fire breath is full or half.
I've just written down what I've written down. I didn't see any. I didn't write down anything that said it takes half damage.
Let's see. 46 minutes. No, not 4th edition. We need. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's make a saving throw. Yep, quite right. Half as much damage. That's correct. Thank you, Fleos. Good call. So if you could roll 4d6 for me, and we're going to see it will take half of that damage. And normally it would be affecting more than one person, but because of the impact that I already mentioned, that's different.
Okay, I rolled with a 4d6, 16, so
okay.
8.
So it's going to take 8. Okay. All right, you've definitely knocked it around a little bit. Okay, then you missed with the scimitars, as previously mentioned. Okay.
I've missed with one scimitar.
Oh, you got your second attack coming. Okay, let's do it.
Does 18 hit?
An 18 will hit, yes.
For 12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage. Okay. Now it's starting to look kind of a little bit hurt. Okay. Right. Are you going to stay where you are, Brian, or are you going to move at all?
Well, I will get an attack of opportunity if I move, so I'm going to stand my ground, but like whisper to Shern behind my hair, stay hidden, stay safe.
You get this image of
secret, keep him safe.
You have this image of like a coral reef and just a little claw peeking out of it a little bit in your mind. Okay. It is now the bad guy's turn. The one that you've been smacking around a bunch swims back up and is going to attack you, Brian. Let's see. And it's got a bunch of these things, so I think it's going to do... yeah. With both hands, it is going to stab from Hell's Heart. It's going to stab at thee. And it's going to do so not once, not twice, but 3 times. This Sahuagin champion. All right. So let's see. We are looking at a 12 for attack number 1.
That doesn't hit.
A 13 for attack number 2.
Nope.
And a 19 for attack number 3.
That does hit.
It was just warming up. Like, okay. Okay, but it is going to do 8 points of piercing damage, Brian, as it strikes into you. Okay. All right. The second one then, which is currently not hit, is going to do the exact same thing. Second verse, same as the first. So we start with an 11, which I think is a miss. An 8. Eek.
Nope.
And a 17.
Nope.
3 misses. All right. That's the kind of thing we like to see. All right. Let's see. The Sahuagin champion stays there. These two go swimming. One goes swimming way down the hallway rapidly. The other one goes down this hallway rapidly. They're going somewhere. You don't know where. Okay. That's them. Now, let's see. Now we get the... Oops, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That was the Sahuagin. They don't move yet. Beg your pardon. That was just the champions that move. My bad. I take that back. The people that do move, though, are the shell sharks. Okay, now, as I recall, we had this whole cloud. There was this whole thing of they've got like sort of skewered water because of the chum and the churn and all this stuff. And then Green also put a bunch of like paint stuff from the previously clean wood. And so there was that. And then so there's a bunch. That's just a bunch of like clouds of stuff, basically. So the shell sharks are going to swim through. Nope, not that way. They're going to swim through.
Aren't they in something that Silvo summoned up?
Yes.
That square thing?
They're in my mischievous blob.
That's right, but it's not yet it's not like a block that prevents them from leaving it, as far as I know.
It does not prevent them from leaving it.
But you'll be able to move it theoretically, I
Yes,
think. So
yes. It's not if they start or end their turn. It's
Okay.
just it just says this is the effect. So I think if you put them in there, then it's affected.
okay. So waves, stabbing out of a green cloud of churn and chum and so on, are these shell sharks. So let's see. Let me get the shell sharks up. Okay, there's that. Yes, thank you. Roll 20. All right, there's this. Let's move that over there. And it's definitely not green's poop. That's correct. Okay. Now, unfortunately, oh wait, waves. Yeah, waves does not. So unfortunately, we talked about this before. The shell sharks have advantage on melee attacks against creature that does not have all its hit points. And unfortunately, waves does not, which means the shark is going to make 2 bite attacks, both at advantage. So, let's see. So the first one is a 19, and the second one is a 17.
The 17 does not hit.
Okay, so just the 19 then. Let's see. And that is... This guy's hit for a fair bit. Have I mentioned? Okay, that is going to be... 17 points of piercing damage to you, Waves,
Uh-huh.
as you were struck by the shell shark. All right. So, let's see. That was the first attack, or I should say the first shark. Second shark is going to do the same thing. Again, 2 attacks, both at advantage. 13 and 11. So
Nope.
that was very good and convenient for them. The other shell shark comes up behind, and that leads us now to Green, who has been in better health conditions previous to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mince my words. Not on my prime. Been flanked. Can't skirt the enemy. I have one thing left to do, so we're gonna have to brisket. So just so you know, that was 5 puns.
Time to brisket. I love it. I appreciate that. Yep.
Yeah, I think all I can really do right now is say, don't eat me, and activate my shell defense.
Okay. Tell us what the shell defense does. The sharks, by the way, seem very interested in eating you. I just want to be clear about that.
Yeah, I got that when they did like 40 points of damage to me in one turn.
Mhm.
I got that impression, you know.
Indeed.
As an action, you can withdraw into your shell to gain +4 bonus to AC and advantage on strength and con saving throws. While in your shell, you are prone, your speed is 0, and you have disadvantage on dex saving throws. Can't take reactions, and the only action you can take is a bonus action to emerge from your shell. So my AC will become 23, and get me out of here, Waves.
Y'all heard that term of turtling up. This is quite
Yeah.
literally what Green is doing at the moment, is
Yeah.
literally turtling up.
The party has not seen him in his turtle since they saved him from the ship where people were trying to eat him. So
Oh, he's going back into his shell.
he's gone back into his shell. He's just trying to remember that feeling he had of inner peace from the lobster. He's just in his cell. It's like, inner peace, nothing can touch you. The waves are crashing in the ocean against your shell, and you will not break.
Yes. And also, yeah, you could say that Green is shell shocked. Yes, I'd say that's fair to say, and that they're turtling. Green, so Waves, I think, sees most clearly that Green has retreated into shell form, if you will. Okay. Now the other guys go, the ones previously mentioned, who are going to go off in the directions that I previously suggested. This one is going to go down here, and this one is going to go off here, heading down the hallway towards something you don't know what. That's going to lead us to Waves. Waves, what would you like to do?
I would like to grab the rim of Green's shell.
Okay.
Would that be an action, or is this like a bonus action?
Depends on
Just
what
like
you're doing with it.
I want to push it like in front of me to like I swim away and like push green in front of me. Like,
Are
can you imagine
is this like when Mario grabs onto the shell in Mario World
Yes,
and just holds
yes.
on?
Yes,
Super-
this is
okay.
exactly my plan. With
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
that comes with that. Yes.
Gives it a big kick.
Exactly. Okay.
Although I would like to just use one hand if possible, because otherwise I would have to like put away my weapon and everything. That would be.
Now I have a question. If you're grabbing onto the shell,
Yes.
are you? If you're gonna use your full movement, and I think you can actually do this and probably swim with green. But if you're gonna do
Yes.
this, you are going to incur an attack of opportunity from the sharks.
Yes.
You
Yes,
okay with
yes,
that?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, because if grabbing onto the shell is just a bonus action, I've got a plan.
Okay.
Oh my god. I love it when Parent has a plan.
Yes.
Cunning
Everyone loves that.
plan.
It's not a cunning plan, but it's better than not having a plan. It's that
Okay.
kind of plan.
I would say that
Like
yes, you
plan
can
that
grab
means no
onto it
plan.
as a bonus action, at least that far.
Awesome.
That is true,
I-
folks. If we're using Mario logic, you do swim faster while holding a shell in Mario. So if we are sticking with Mario logic, then
If we're using Mario logic, I hope you find a bubble then, because otherwise you're going to start losing coins, and then
That's
eventually.
Sonic.
that's the wrong game.
Sorry, not coins.
Okay, I
Star.
grab the shell. I cast Shield of Faith on myself
Okay.
to improve my AC by 2 points,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my whole movement to swim away.
Okay. All right. Whole movement to swim away.
With green, of course, not
Yeah,
without
yeah,
green.
yeah. Throwing green behind at the shell sharks so that you can leave. No. Right. Okay. So, all right. So your AC is improved. So,
Yes. Swim.
okay. Let's see. So it's going to get each of the two are going to get attacks. First one is a 21. Second one is a 16.
The first one hits, the second doesn't.
Okay. So 21 though was not a natural 20. You'll be happy to know.
Yeah, I'm happy to know.
That was a terrible roll for them too. That's only going to be 5 points of damage.
Yay!
Okay.
Losing a few tail feathers here.
So now you're away. Where are you swimming to? Since I assume you're double moving it out.
We had said that we're gonna escape through the prison again, so I'm just gonna move as far in that direction as I can. How far is that?
Well, it depends on what your speed is.
My speed is 30 feet on land.
Okay. So probably
Because a shark bit me and I lost my expeditious retreat last session.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Yep.
I now remember. Mm-hmm.
So I would say that if you're carrying Green's shell, I'm going to say you can move it 2/3 that underwater. So I'd say that you could move 40 feet with Green's shell. So that would put you up to, these are 5-foot squares, I think.
The 10-foot, the big one.
Oh, my bad.
one.
The
10
characters
foot
are all
squares.
double the actual
Yeah,
size.
that's right. That's right. So that means 10, 20, 30, 40. So that means you could get here.
Okay. Green, move with me. Green.
Don't eat me.
You hear okay. You move to the other side of Kish.
Yeah. I softly poke Silver in the back with green shell. Like,
I just see Waves carrying a massive shell. If I
Yeah, and
peek
there's
into
like
the shell-
blood seeping out of all of the holes in the
Oh.
shell. Just like,
Is it a bonus action to just pop a healing potion into the shell?
I would say it would be a bonus action for you to use the healing potion on yourself. I don't think it's a bonus action to actually
Oh.
administer it to a turtle in its shell.
Wait, it's a bonus action? Sorry. It's a bonus action for me to guzzle the potion, but not just to drop it in Green's shell?
Well, but you're not just like dumping it in like, as if it's a flask.
I think that was the plan. To just,
Like, they're
squash
in
it
there. I'm not like pouring it in. They're in there. Like
You're just passing it along so that
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
can
I'm
use
just
it on
like, well,
his
you
turn.
need this more than I do.
Yeah, the general sort of theory is that drinking a healing potion requires a bonus action. Administering it...
Okay. What about dropping an item?
You could do that. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. So if I just drop an item above green shell.
Well, okay. So green shell is like this. Are you going to move green shell like this and then go and then drop it in?
Well, how are you carrying green shell? Is it flat?
Like Mario.
Like Mario?
Which
Okay.
would be flat.
So physically, I'd be holding the bottle as if I were just normally dropping it, putting my hand forward into the shell and then just letting it go.
Yes.
Like I were dropping an item.
Well, but no, if the shell's like this, though, the holes are out this way and this way flat. So if you drop it, there's nothing, you'd have to like push it.
Yeah, so I put my hand in the hole and then drop it.
Okay.
Hey, we can discuss this, but tell me the difference between taking an item out of my backpack and dropping it on the floor, and taking an item out of my backpack, putting my hand forward and dropping it into green shell. If you can tell me the difference,
I guess the theory here is that green, because they are actively awake, you're not administering it to an unconscious person, and since you're not doing that,
I'm not administering
presumably you're just dropping it in so that green can.
I'm passing them an item.
That's fine.
And then green can pick it up.
Then green can use it on green's turn, though.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. You can do that.
Nice.
Green can't take actions, reactions, or bonus actions. So
when green
Silver doesn't know that.
yeah,
You don't know that, so it's just
I don't know
gonna
that.
in there.
Yeah,
far as
I
I know,
imagine
you
like
just-
at the point that green pops out, like a little potion bottle comes out and he goes, "Ooh."
Yeah, probably. Oh, I needed this. Thanks.
Da, 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 da. Yeah.
And if I now shake green a little bit, it makes like a noise.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
also good.
Okay, so you do that. You do slam the potion. The hard glass bottle impacts against Green's unsuspecting nose.
And they take 5 points of
5
slashing
points of bludgeoning damage. No! But it breaks, so they drink the potion accidentally, so they're back.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so you're able to jump it in there. Okay, so yes, you can do that. Then what are you doing, Silvo, since we've established that you can do that as an action?
Dinner. Well, actually, first I want to move my cube of fun, my fun cube.
Your fun cube.
So yeah, I need to roll a dice first. I need to roll a d4 so we can figure out what it does. What was the thing we said wouldn't work underwater? So I've rolled a 4.
There was some scent. Can you? Well, you'd have to remind me the act. I don't recall.
So there's the smell one, which we
Right.
said wouldn't work.
Right.
There's the pollen one. There's the giggling one, and there's the molasses one. So actually turning it into difficult terrain.
I think we said the giggling and the molasses both work. I think we said the pollen wouldn't really work, and
Amazing.
obviously the smell thing wouldn't work.
But just for awareness, 4 is the drops of molasses. So it becomes, however we want to look at that, it becomes difficult terrain.
It sort of thickens up the water. I could buy that.
Yeah. So I can roll to see what the cube does, and then I can move the cube.
Okay.
So I'm gonna-
Now we have one problem though, Silvo.
Yeah.
You will notice that you can fill a 20-foot cube you can see within range.
Do I need to be able to see it to move it? Because I've already cast it.
That's true. You can move the cube up to 10 feet before you roll. I guess you can, but the other problem then is you're going to need to make sure that you get farther back, because technically the range is 60 feet, and I don't know. I guess the whole thing is though, even that though, as long as you've placed it, I guess that's not a problem because you've already placed it there. So probably you can move it, I think.
So these are 10-foot squares, correct?
Yes, that's right.
So I can move it there.
I didn't see it move where.
Oh, it was here, the brown square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can move it there.
I'm not
Did you?
seeing the brown square move.
Are you not?
No. Is anyone else
Wait.
seeing that?
No, it's
No.
staying still on my screen too.
What? What? All because of this update, I tell you.
See, it knows.
Right.
Are you in the same game as us? Yeah, you are. Never mind.
No, I'm definitely in Sega. No, yeah, I'm in Curse of Strahd. It's fine.
Right.
Move
No. There was
it
2
to-
versions. That's why I asked, but then I realized you'd
Yeah.
already done a bunch of other stuff. So
Do you see this?
I see that,
See
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so just ignore the other one, and I just move it to there, basically.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right, that sounds good. Actually, I might be able to move it for you. It looks like I can. So, like, here you're talking about?
Sweet. Now I can't see you moving stuff.
Yeah, it didn't update for us, though.
Didn't update.
Really?
Oh, no, now it updated. You've sort of rotated it.
Okay. Yes, and I moved it down.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
That works? Okay.
Yep, that works.
So I'm going to
Cool.
get rid of that square. There it is. Okay. So that is difficult
Changing
terrain.
anything for me.
Well, what happened? What?
Oh, now! Okay,
Yeah.
it didn't do anything. Everybody was like, oh, it's moved. And I was like,
Yay,
nope.
updates.
Now it did. Okay, yep.
Okay.
Cool.
So you do see it now?
Yes.
Okay. It might be a little squishy because of the updates for a bit.
Maybe.
Didn't think it would be, but okay. Right. Okay. So you've done that, which is difficult terrain for them.
Yes.
And now what?
I'm going to swim away.
Okay.
I'm swimming for my life.
all
I have
right.
a land speed of 30. Does that mean I have a swimming speed of 30?
Yes. Also, did you have one of the water breathing things?
I have the spell of water
The
breathing.
spell of
was
water
on
breathing
there.
was what.
Yeah,
was going
that
on.
lasts 24 hours.
Gotcha. We're using roll
I
20.
assume we've not been. I assume we've not been in here under over 24 hours.
Right. I know that. Morthwill is using the manta ray.
Yeah.
The cloak of the manta ray thing. So okay. All right. Yes. So that's right. So you could go 40 feet. 10, 20, which would put you here.
I mean,
And I
I'll
think if
just
you're
go-
double moving, because you did that other as a bonus action.
Whoa.
So if you're double moving, then let's see, 10, 20, 30. So you said your speed is 40 normally.
30.
So then 60, but it's 10 less underwater. So then you could move 50. So 10, 20, 30. So you could move here, basically, if you double moved, which I think is what you were doing, because everything else was a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you can move here.
Nyum. I'm out of here.
Okay. Good stuff. That's going to lead us to Oceanus. At long last, the elf of the sea comes to us with a move.
Well, assuming that Oceanus can see around the corner that Green's turtled up, he's gonna use some of his movement to come back here and just kind of act as kind of a rear protector
Okay.
up above waves
Okay.
and just hang out there, hoping to use his abilities should the shell sharks come and attack.
What's your movement underwater, or your movement speed?
It's only 30, so I'm gonna have to dash to get there.
To get there. Okay. All right. Okay, you can do that. That brings us back up to the top of the round. Silvo, from your position at the hallway, I would like you to make a perception check for me,
I
please.
knew this was a mistake. I knew this was a mistake.
Just
I told you it was a mistake. A perception.
Yes, please.
Pew. No, crap.
Wow. Maybe you're enhanced / I'm
Fear.
freaked out by things. You hear a
Nothing but fear.
Yeah, you hear a massive commotion coming from this southern hallway. There is definitely a lot of stuff moving, and you can hear the sound of like barked commands, none of which you assume they're commands, but they're just sort of like, and and the water is swirling and churning. Something wicked this way comes, Silvo. So you definitely can hear that. Morthwill, it is your turn. Brian will be on deck. You got some Suhugan running away, some Suhugan champions in front of you, and your companions bringing up the rear. What do you want to do?
Dismiss the thoughts of a certain horn in my bag for a moment. For now.
No, it made this more interesting. A horde of undead.
I mean, desperate times. But it's not that desperate yet. For now, I'm going to use my bonus action. Going to attack the same guy with my ballista.
Okay. Continue to bully this guy.
Hopefully. I don't think a 10's going to do it, though.
Erg. Nope. It is not going to
Nope.
get the job done, I'm sorry to say.
All right, I'm going to have to reach into my bag of tricks for my action then and pull out a... It appears to be a small clockwork spider crab.
Spider
So I'm
crab,
going to wind it
spider
up,
crab.
and I'm going to send it down to here, where it's suddenly going to explode into a massive webbing in a 20-foot cube.
I love it. Okay. Let's see.
It goes ch-ch-ch-ch-ch.
Okay.
And that area is now going to be webbed.
And sorry, which square? Point out for which square for me?
What I'd like is a 20-foot cube. So if I aim it for there, I'd like to get these 3 essentially.
I see. Okay. Yes. So explodes, and now we have.
Anchored against all the walls and floors. So yeah, it's now just a 20-foot cube of. I guess underwater, it's essentially netting right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So anything right now is at the start of their turn.
Okay. There we go.
No, it's gonna be at the start of their turns. They will need to make dex saving throws or be restrained.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
As will anybody entering it.
That's interesting. Why is that not showing up as... I don't know why it's not showing up there. Are you folks seeing...
That's invisible to me.
That's weird.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Hmm.
Curse you update.
Change layer. Tokens. All right, well, let me get a different...
Can you see that one? Oh, there we go. I put a red one down.
Yeah, you can see that.
Okay. Yeah, I had... See if that works.
Ooh. I
I
can see the glowing box.
see the glowing box. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, a glowy box. Nice.
So you're putting this, but you're putting this actually here, technically.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So the bottom right square is essentially a nothing.
Okay, so we're gonna put. I'm gonna get rid of yours for a minute, just so I don't get confused. I'm gonna put this up there. Okay, love it. Great. Okay, so that takes care of that. You do throw down that webbed area.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up there.
Okay.
Let's keep things. Oh, actually, I'll move back one to give other frontline fighters a chance to get past me.
Okay. Good stuff. All right. Well, that's going to lead us to Brine, who is up next. Brine, you have the one that you've been wailing on that looks, hurt. Then another one that is unhurt, and you can also see that they are both currently trapped in webs.
Okay, just so I know, with the webbing, if I enter those squares, am I going to get trapped as well?
You will need to do a dex save, yeah.
Okay. What I'd first like to do is use my awesome connection with Silvo
I forgot
to
about this.
say, I'm just going to turn away from my mic a moment. Get here as soon as you can. They're getting reinforcements. And then I'm going to attack the one that I've already hurt with my fire breath. So again, it's a DC 13 dex saving throw.
DC 13 dex saving throw. Okay.
It is my second of 3 uses.
It does not make that. So go ahead and roll. I think was it 46, did we say?
Yeah, 46.
Go ahead and roll it. It did not make that
Oh, is
save.
this fire breath? There's going to be a bonus effect then.
Oh, that's true, actually, because of the
webbing
web.
is flammable.
Yes, that's right. And underwater, although normally you would have that effect. That means, so I'll tell, okay, roll your 46. I'll tell you what this is going to do.
17.
I love this synergy. So both of these creatures are going to get hit for 17 because the other one is in the web that is burning. So it's going to burn away this sort of difficult terrain faster, but it's also going to damage them. So 17. This one that you've been wailing on is starting to look quite hurt. The other one is just now being hit, but still. Okay. All right.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
And then I'm going to hit the one that's looking quite messed up.
Yep.
First off, with my first scimitar. There's a 24 hit
Oh, it sure does.
for 8.
Okay. Starting to look quite hurt now.
And then my other scimitar does a 19 hit
It sure does.
for 12.
This guy is right on the edge of destruction. Like just like is trying to do his, try to keep himself going, but is very, very close to death. The web is still on fire. That's a good sign.
I'll take 1 round to the 5-foot cubes. Will take 1 round to burn away.
And so he's going, but at the moment he's right close to death, not quite dead though.
And rather than use any movement, I would like to whisper into my hair, "Stay hidden."
You get an image in your mind
so
of the claw.
You can whisper to the crab. I see.
It's a lobster.
Yeah, first of all, it's
I
a lobster,
see. Not a
okay?
crab.
I see.
It's a lobster.
All right, you whisper to the lobster. I
So-
understand.
The image that you get in your head is of the claw that it had out, like taking the claw inside the coral, so it's completely vanishing out of effect. So Shuren seems to be getting the idea. Okay. The beginning of its turn starts. It is on
So it's-
fire.
It's going to take 2d4 fire damage from that.
Yep. So go ahead and roll the 2d4 fire
Okay.
damage. I guess, yeah, you can roll it. It could be either one, but
Okay.
You go for it. It's your web.
2 points.
you'll be happy to know that it only had one. So this one is going to drop.
Looks like fish is back on the menu.
It turns around and then like floats up towards the ceiling, on its side. And then the other one is also going to take. So you can roll that separately, I think, Morthwill.
Okay.
So another 2d8 there.
6.
6 points of damage. Does not like that at all. Flailing about, it is going to attack you, Brine, because it is very frustrated about all of this. Let's see. So, Brine, it does, however, get, at this level, Blood Frenzy. So it's going to get 2 attacks at you. Wait, how many attacks does it get? Oh, no, it gets 3 attacks. It's going to get 3 attacks, each one of them at advantage. Unfortunately. Okay, so that is... All right. Okay. First attack is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one is a 24.
That also hits.
Third one is a 19.
That also hits.
Fourth one is a 24.
That also hits.
Fifth one is a crit. Jesus.
That guy is on fire.
He
This guy's
Literally
yeah.
and metaphorically.
literally roll. Yeah. Good gravy. Okay. Well. Phew. All right. Let's see how that all works. 5 hits. All at 2. All right. So let's see.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
On my player screen, the one dead champion is gone, but if I look to the left to Twitch, I can still see
yeah.
it on Twitch.
on the chat cam.
Yeah, that's because I had the wrong thing maximized. I really do not like the fact that
Sorry.
Roll20 doesn't roll when it's not focused in the window. That's annoying. But thank you for letting me know. No, it's fine. It's important the chat see what is happening at all times. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we're looking at what was I doing? I was rolling damage. Okay, so we have 8, 5 is 13, 4 is 17, 9 is 26. A total of 37 points of damage, Brian, among those attacks.
Okay.
So that's, I think you're at 18 now.
Yep.
This guy was in a frenzy, quite literally. But the good news is one of them's dead. So that's good.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to move anywhere. It is definitely occupied with all of you. Now, difficult terrain. I actually think, let's see, what is the movement on the shell sharks normally? So, okay, so that's 20 feet. I actually think that because of that molasses, sorry, I'm going to move this out of the way. That means they are only going to move down this far. I don't think they can even get to Kish. So that means they can't attack this turn. They're getting out of that.
Yes,
difficult
hinted
terrain.
something useful.
Yep. So just so you all can see, chat. There you go. The shell sharks came up there. Okay, that's going to lead us to Green. Is up next, currently within a shell. Now, Green, You have a little bit of a tough decision to make here because you are in your shell. You are thus better protected. However, you do feel sort of banging against your nose this glass bottle or something. So something is here.
All right. I mean, he's got no way of knowing that he's sort of out of imminent danger right now.
Well, you could still see inside your shell, right? Like, can't you?
Well, I don't know. My face is inside my shell. How much can I see?
Yeah. Probably not.
It doesn't mention anything about
That's
it.
fair.
We can assume maybe that I got my little eyes out like
That's
a
right.
little
You
crab.
can feel it, I guess, is my point. Something is bumping
Yeah.
up against your nose, but...
Okay. In that case, I'd like to use a bonus action to emerge from my shell.
Okay.
Whoop.
So good to see Green coming out of his shell. All right.
Coming out of my shell, and I've been doing not fine.
Not fine. Gotta get down because I'm losing all. All right.
I should really look at my class features more often. I'd like to channel divinity preserve life.
Okay.
As an action, you can restore 30 HP. Choose any creature, including myself, within 30 feet. Divide the hit points however I want among them. The feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use it on undead or construct.
It's a pretty good time to use it, I think.
Half of 48 is 24.
That is right.
So I can use 19 of those hit points on myself.
Okay.
Is there anyone around me who's bleeding heavily?
Let's see.
Bit?
Yeah, I can only heal you up to half.
And you're
so-
already over half. So that wouldn't work for Waves. Oceanus is fresh. Kish and Coral are a little hurt, but not like below half. So I'm afraid that's all that you're going to get there. You could heal up one of the sharks.
Do you know what? He's very nice.
I'm kidding.
Green.
No, the sharks are actually all not hit yet, so you can't really do that.
Oh, I can't. That's good then. Cool. That's his action.
Okay.
And then he's gonna carry on saying, "Don't eat me," and use his full movement.
Okay.
Hang on, he was here, so
Wait, can you move? No, you can't move in the shell, can you? Or you
Well,
came
I'm out of
you
the
came
shell.
out
Came
to
out
do
of
this
shell.
thing. Okay. Right.
yeah, coming out of the shell is a bonus action. Channel divinity is one action.
That
so-
also means that you do have your healing potion now, though, Green.
But using it is a.
No, I
action,
know
a
you
bonus
can't.
action.
Right, I know you can't use. It's a bonus action for you to use it, but you used a bonus action to come out of your shell. My point is just that you have it, so next
Yeah.
turn you could use it. I'm just letting you know about that. That's all.
He's grabbing it and running.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So go ahead and
I was-
move. Yep.
Can I get to like here?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Okay.
Silver, they're trying to eat me.
I don't think it's going to get much better down here, pal. Make sure you've got that potion. We are getting us out of here.
It's knife work down here. Okay. This guy continues to run in here. You hear him, Brian, from your vantage point, although it's a little bit, busy, you can hear barking and water churning from the south of this corridor where you're in as well. And this one comes down here, and you can hear barking sounds coming from down the eastern hallway also. Okay, so that was their turn, which means we now get two Waves is up next. Waves, what would you like to do now that you're hanging back out here?
Yeah. I mean, Oceanus is, I think, the better fighter anyways. I'm not sure if I'm really needed here with Oceanus and Kish. So I think I hate this. I hate just leaving people behind me. I'm just. But I'm gonna swim further towards the prison
Okay.
as much as I can.
All right. So go
And
ahead.
as an action, I'm gonna use the lay on hands action on myself, and I still have 20 HP left in that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give that to myself then.
All right. So waves is up to 55. I can't drive
Because
55.
I've noted that I've used it at the beginning, so I don't know. But I don't remember, but if I put it down, I put it down. So
Okay, so now
I
you're out of
trust-
uses
I
or out of
trust
points.
past Pyron.
I do too. So you're out of points now for that.
Yes, no
for the
more
lay
lay
on
on
hands.
hands.
Okay, go ahead and swim then.
As I've used my action, I can only swim once, right?
Right, that's correct.
So it's like 3 squares, like this.
That would be 30,
Or
which
not?
I think is, yeah, I think that's right.
Too
You'd be
much?
moving 30. No, that's okay. So
No,
you're able to
okay.
get right to where they are, which means also Oceanus can move here. Okay. It is Kish's turn, and Oceanus, Kish, and Coral sort of look at the oncoming sharks, and Kish turns back to you, and he says, I am grateful, my friend, that you have taken this chance. You must go over the others. Bring the fury of the elves down upon this place. And I must go my own path. And he salutes you, turns with Coral, and swims directly into the onrushing sharks. And so there is just so that you hear now you may have heard this before. You're not sure that you've heard though the battle cry of a combat sea lion with his on the top of it. There is just this absolute, I talked about churn before. This makes them all out of style. This dark whirlpool of blood and anger just about 20 feet in front of you as Kish vanishes into it, Oceanus. Again, it's not your turn yet, but just you saw that happen. So what effect that will have on the shell sharks or whatever else, you don't know. Or, frankly, on Kish. Silvo, you were up next, then Oceanus is up. Movement to the south, movement to the east, screaming behind you.
I'm booking it.
Okay.
What's my how far can I move again? If my speed is 30.
So your speed should be what's 30, I think. So you would be able to get basically up to here if you're just moving.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm just moving.
Okay. As you move past the hallway, you can hear the sound of quickly onrushing, like things coming very close.
Do I see anything down the hallway, or is it just movement?
Do you want to take the time to look?
No.
Okay. Because I was going to
No.
say I'd let you get like a glance, but it would be okay.
No. It's not going to be reinforcements, is it? It's not going to be our
He turns.
reinforcements.
He turns back. Okay.
More sea elves.
More
It's
sea-
not that.
Okay. Okay, so you book it up there, which leads us to Oceanus. All right, Oceanus, you've heard my previous description. What do you want to do as you see this churn in front of you?
All right. Oceanus looks toward Kish and Coral for a minute and is definitely filled with conflict, but decides to honor Kish's wishes. And maybe, I mean, there's only a few shell sharks. Maybe it'll work out. So he said, go with Sehenin Moonbow. And then, which is Oceanus's god.
Yeah.
Yes, goddess. And then going to use the full 60 feet to plant himself there in the hopes of covering the other two as they pass by.
I would like a perception check from you, please.
Sure. Not deception. Perception.
Oh!
Natural 20
It's
for a
the
24.
second time that hallway has led to that
Yikes.
same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of just absolute, chaos from the hallway. And if you were to peek around, what you see is... Hang on a second. Moving some things.
I knew someone would look.
All right. So you see what you can only describe as a division of 8 Sahuagin charging up the hallway at you, and leading them in front is a 4-armed creature, Sahuagin, waving blades with all 4 arms as it comes swimming towards you at top speed.
All right. We have to go now.
That's the leader. That's the leader. We gotta go.
Okay. So they're a coming is what's happening there. Okay. Top of the round, Morthwill. You've heard the shouts from behind you, and also you see the creature in front of you. What would you like to do?
I think I'm going to carry on bullying.
Okay.
Where is it? Force Blister. Oof.
Oh! You shoot it into your own face. Ah!
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. Okay.
Ballista
I
does
guess
not
come
do
down
the
to
job, I'm
this.
afraid.
All right. Time to fit something to the end of my arcane firearm.
Okay.
It's like, all right, enough of this.
Is this a you know, like
It's a
all right, let's go.
Not necessarily the best situation to use it in, but Scorching Ray on this guy. 3 attacks.
Let's do it.
Right, where are we? Scorching Ray. Right, attack number 1. There's a +1 on all of these because it's my arcane focus. That's a 17.
Will it hit?
Okay. I'll just roll these first. That's 24.
Does it hit?
Lovely. And a 15.
15 will not quite hit.
Okay.
2
Let's roll
hits.
for damage. Okay, now, hang on. Where's my other little caveat for using the arcane firearm? So this first one's going to have a bonus d8 damage on top of its damage roll.
I love it.
So that's 4 plus... What's the dice? 4 plus another 6 there, so
Okay.
that's 10.
10,
And then
yep.
the second Scorching Ray will do 6.
Okay.
And that's that.
Okay. Is there you said it took 5, that web was gonna burn away in within a turn, right?
Yeah, 1 round, but that'd be from when
Yeah, that's what I
Brian
thought.
set it on fire.
That's what I thought. Too bad. I was loving the synergy from that before. Still, that has hurt him quite a bit. Is not dead yet, but is very unhappy. All right, Morthwill, you shot away the bonus action and then fired away with the Scorching Ray. What now?
Panic.
Okay, is there any...
seems wise.
How's that look? Any organized fashion? Okay.
Still standing. What do I do?
Okay. Are you going to try to move? Because I think you have a move left. Are you...
Yeah, no, I'm going to hold position here, I guess.
Okay. All right. That's going to lead us to Brian. Now, you have seen... You've been healthier, Brian, but you did watch this thing get flamed just a bunch just now, so...
I'm going to use my last round of the fire breathing potion, which again has DC 13 dex saving throw.
Okay. Can we just appreciate that the last 20 seconds of this creature's life has been just flames constantly? Just like every flames, webs with flames. Like, just, you know. Good
An
grief.
underwater
I've been very
creature.
surprised aquatic creature.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just like, what is, like, okay.
It'll teach him to pick on my lobster.
Calamari this. All right. Okay.
We bring the heat.
Oh, right. He has to make the save. I was like, wait a second. Okay. One
Wait a
moment.
minute, something's not right here.
Okay. What did you say the DC?
13.
Nope. Did not
Excellent.
make that.
So
Zig's
that
initiative zag.
is 46.
Okay. This web is gone.
But that does mean that the web isn't there anymore.
That's
so-
true. Yeah. But listen, whatever. It also isn't in your way either.
Okay, so 11
All right.
for the fire breath.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take both of my scimitar attacks. Is he looking a little bit bashed up?
Oh, yeah. He sure is. You've done 50 points of damage to him among you.
I got
Oh!
a crit.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so max damage. Never mind that 11 plus 1. Max damage. What's max damage for that?
4d6, so 24.
20. Wait. Whoa. 46 for one scimitar hit?
Oh no, sorry, I was looking at the one before.
I was like,
sorry.
geez.
No. 1d6 plus 6.
So 12. Okay, that's what I thought.
12.
I was like, I have great respect for Brian, but
Sorry,
geez.
I was looking at the fire breathing stats, not my scimitar stats.
What level are all of you? No, okay. Right. Okay. So you absolutely, and that was just with one attack. He looks very hurt now.
Okay, I'm going to go in with my other scimitar as well. And I got another crit.
Good gravy. Let's go.
Jeez, this is what we needed. We needed.
I'm not even. I want a description from Brian.
Oh,
So the flames hit it. It's like this. Brian, you fire breathe it. It gets hit again, and then tell me how the freaking double crit scimitar. What does that look like?
Okay, so with the fire breath that's coming out, the water obscures a little bit as the fire breath reaches its target, and he starts singeing and his eyes are burnt. And then I'm going to take both of my scimitars at the same time, and I'm going to do a cross motion, and I'm going to cut him up like sushi.
Yes.
Yeah, you just fillets, just one after the other.
And then as I say that, I'm going to just turn around and say, "Look away, Shern, look away." And then I'm going to use as much movement as I've got to get towards the exit.
Yeah, okay. Shern, by the way, the image you get from Shern is the yeek emoji, you know what I mean? Like where it's like, type of thing. Like, and so the creature expires in the way that you have described. And so, yes, so now you head up north. This is the exit that you came in from.
Yeah.
So you could probably, let's see, what's your speed underwater?
30.
Okay. So can't double move because you already moved, but you can move 30 feet to here.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely do that. So as Brian moves up there, okay. That was extremely impressive. Okay. So the shell sharks are occupied. There's a separate battle going on over in the western side of the corridor, and you just hear a whole lot of ripping and tearing sounds, and you have no idea if that's Coral doing the ripping or Kish or the shell sharks or what. But whatever's going on down here, it's kind of a mess. Okay. By the way, Silvo, can I assume at this point that your concentration, we haven't gotten to you yet, but can I assume that you're going to let the concentration drop on that cube?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I'm going to say that this paint has also dissipated by this point. All right. Okay, good stuff. So now we are back up to Green. Green, you've seen a lot of churn ahead of you. You don't totally know what happened, but you heard a lot of, sound of filleting sounds. I'll put it that way.
Well, I think a lot of really awesome stuff has happened in the last round. Everyone's been really badass and cool, so I think I'm going to continue that trend.
Yes.
By taking a dash action, swimming as fast as I can while wailing, "Don't eat me!"
Okay.
I think I can get to there.
Yes, good stuff. Okay.
Oh, bonus action is potion a bonus action?
Yes, for you it is. Yes, to take it. Yes.
Yeah. I don't have the stats on the potion here.
It should be probably 2d4 plus.
Yeah, it's a regular one.
2d4 plus 1, I think, per dose. Yeah. So.
Wow.
4. Well, I mean,
it's some.
Oops.
It's more than you would have had otherwise, right? Okay. And also, it probably has several doses in it, right? So you could probably take another dose next turn, I would think.
I got a note that says 2 doses per potion.
Yeah.
So you have one more dose you'll be able to take next turn, Green.
Nice.
Okay.
All the healing power had settled into the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it was
The weak bit. Of the
Forgot to
classic.
shake it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brian, there's a moment where you sort of look back over your shoulder. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that while I was like talking to Brian, who's currently stepped away for a second. But looks back over the shoulder, and let me show chat that. Right. And sees down the corridor on the disturbing sight of creatures swimming furiously, but will not be able to get there quite yet, towards Brine. Moving up in that direction. This one disappears completely. Let's see. These guys. Okay. Moving up in that direction. So we've got Sahuagin and everything coming from all places. Okay. Waves, this is going to lead us to you. What would you like to do?
Oh, this is a difficult decision because if I take an action, I cannot dash, and I'm not going to reach the other side of the T crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Who's after me? I don't see the list.
After you, oh yeah, I didn't put the turn order up. Sorry. After you is Silvo. Well, is Kish technically, and then Silvo, and then Oceanus.
And then Oceanus. And then we would all be on the other side. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just use my 30 feet.
Okay.
To go to where Oceanus is.
Okay.
Like this somehow. And then I'm going to do a mimicry deception. So I'm going to make a noise. And they, with a deception roll, and they can make an insight check against that. If they fail, they believe they have actually heard the creature that made that noise.
Okay. What creature's noise are you making exactly?
The giant crocodile that we met in the swamp of the
Thousand Teeth.
of the
Nice, Thousand Teeth.
of the lizard people, because I'm pretty sure that every aquatic creature will have heard of that one. So that is my idea. I want to make that noise. I mean, maybe it's just gonna stop them for a moment, but that might already help.
Okay, let's see.
So
insight check.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna
What's
make a
the DC?
deception. I'm gonna make a deception check, and I'm just gonna read it. Where is it? Mimicry. An insight check opposed your deception check.
Okay.
So I'm gonna decept now. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Submit. 23.
23.
That's good.
All 8 of these hear this sound. And Oceanus, I'm going to say, because you had such a good perception before, you actually can look around the corner to see that they're all charging towards you, including the four-armed guy. And then these ones all go, "Huh! Huh!" and they turn around and go back this way. And the four-armed guy says, "What?" And it's like screaming at them in Sahuagin. And it very clearly, you think that's the universal language for "what the hell are you doing, you cowards?" Probably. As they go around.
I'll try to memorize that.
What are you doing, you coward? Yeah, they are absolutely booking it the other way. Now, you don't know how long that's going to last, but that's a good start.
Yeah. Do we want to hear 1,000 Teeth?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. So I'm shouting.
Jesus. Underwater elephant. Oh no, Oceanus with the 2. So does that mean Oceanus, right? Are you like like this?
I'm directly next to you. I mean, seriously, I'm not even.
Green also rolled insight and got 11.
Right. That's so I would
I'm
assume Green
really
is-
sorry. But not.
Well, I mean, the
Green
good news is they're just
wasn't
going to run away
there
from
when
you, right?
they met this creature.
Yes, that is very
right?
true.
Here's-
I think Oceanus was also not with us, so
Yep.
I understand, and I'm sorry.
I cannot wait to see the reaction to all that. Good work, Waves. Okay, so you're going as far as you could because you also took that action, right?
Yes, that's
okay.
it.
And we will see what happens with. We still don't know what's going on with Kish or with the Shell Sharks, but there's a lot of fighting going on somewhere down there, which leads us to Silvo. And let's see. Silvo, you are between the two of these. So yes, It's a fairly dire situation, I would say. What are you going to do?
Oh God. Probably something really stupid. I can swim 40 if I dash. Is that right?
Yes, that's
But
right.
then I can't do any other actions.
That is true.
I can swim 30 if I don't. Is that also correct?
Yes.
These are 10-foot squares. Is that right?
Yeah. Really 20 because you're doing dash is 40, right? So you'd really be moving here if you were not dashing.
So I'd be here if I don't dash and here if I do dash.
Right.
Okay.
I would actually let you cut off the corner. I would let you do this. I would rule that you would take 1.1 let me start again. If you go this way and you cut the corner, I would give you allow you to do that. You would take 1 attack of opportunity from this one guy, but then you could be here. That's if you dash.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so 1 attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
With a spear. The line must be drawn spear. That's a 19.
That will hit.
Okay. Let's see, and that is. Okay. It's going to do it with one hand to try to get more reach. So not as much damage. Okay. 6 points of damage, Silvo, of piercing damage.
Okay, cool.
Your blood hits the water.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my leg.
Damn it. But yeah, you're now there. Okay. Oceanus, since you failed I trust you as a role player to do this. Since you failed the insight, I'm curious I'm assuming you wouldn't lose your mind. I'm assuming you would run? What would you do if you heard that?
Well, assuming it came right beside Oceanus, turns around, first of all, to just check.
To just see waves looking.
Yeah. It's much paler than usual for a sea elf. And, was planning on engaging, but I think just completely loses his mind completely and dashes the 60 squares or 60 feet. What's the one?
60
I love
squares.
It. So 60
30, 40, 50.
Returns to Saltmarsh in one turn.
There.
Okay.
And there's a strange green puddle back where he was. I don't know what it is, but there it is. It's
Awesome. Okay. So I'd imagine Morthwheel, you hear something comes right up on top of you, flipping out about it. Okay. So that brings us then to the top of the round, and as we hit the top of the round and Morthwheel's about to go, you hear in the entire sort of fortress. You're pretty sure that's an alarm. And the minute you hear the alarm, you see these Sahuagin withdraw. The 4-armed guy backs off. They all are swimming away.
Oh, that's real not good.
Maybe they're just looking for the giant crocodilian.
Morthwheel, it's your turn. Hey, they're out of the way. Yay.
I had a plan and now Morthal's very confused.
Yeah.
That's the war alarm.
They did not also make an insight check for me, please, Morthwheel. And actually, I guess who could do that? Silvo could do it too. Oceanus is too freaked out, I think. I would say... And I would say Waves, you can also.
Could he, though?
Could he really?
The spirit is willing.
Damn,
Waves.
Waves, the Sahuagin, when they turned, did not look frightened when they were swimming away.
Dang.
All right, Morthwheel, it's your turn.
Well, I'm just going to go for it for now then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I can get 60 with a regular move, which would put me here.
Okay, yep.
I'm going to dash and make sure the tunnel's okay.
Okay.
So that puts me about there.
All right, 1 second as I move everything up here. Whoops. Okay. There we go.
That manta ray suit makes you so fast.
The tunnel does look to be okay so far.
Okay.
And so you're going to do that to get up there. Okay. Brine, you were up next. You did not see them withdraw, obviously, but you saw Morthwill zip past you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use my full dash action to follow Morthwill out. My priority at the moment, although I absolutely love my crewmates, I need to make sure that Shern is safe.
Okay.
So I'm running. So I've got 30 speed normally, so it'd be 60.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say 2, 3, 4, 5, about there, just behind Morthwill.
Okay.
Is that right?
I think it would be, although, sorry, I accidentally clicked on something I wasn't supposed to, so you'll have to bear with me because it's switched to another page and it's converting something from the upgrade. So sorry, is it the square right behind him that you're looking at, that you're telling me?
That's the one I counted up to, but
yeah, I think that looks,
make
I
a
believe that is
diagonal
right.
movement.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So you're able to get up to just behind him.
Okay.
And bear with me, chat, for a second, or I don't know, shark with me, as this thing corrects. I didn't realize that.
It's the underwater swim team again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Brian, that was dash with you, right? So that was your whole turn, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. While I am waiting for this to convert and load, not realizing that that's what that was going to do, it is the shell shark's turn. Again, we have no idea what's going on with them. We'll come back to that at some point. Okay. I think I now have... I got control back. Okay, great. Lovely. Wonderful. Okay. Now I close this, and do that. Right. Okay. So that leads us now back to Green. And Green, what would you... My thing is very frozen.
Just gonna go.
Okay, got it.
They have some terrible monster. It sounds awful. And he's gonna dash action again
Okay.
to here. Moo! It's gonna eat me.
It's not gonna eat you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Did you get that potion?
Yeah, bonus action, second.
Okay. Let's see what
Oh,
what that does.
Yeah. Not that one. 2d4 plus 1. 7. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay, so 7 more. So looking at 35 for you.
Yep.
Okay. Hale and hearty. I mean, it's no problem at all. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, so Green is there, takes the bonus, the potion, and then that's as far as you could get in terms of movement, Green, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Right, okay. It's would technically be the Sahugin's turn, but you do not see any of them moving in your direction. In fact, the area around you has grown quite quiet. Sort of eerily silent. Waves, you are up. What would you like to do?
Swim, swim, swim. As far as I can. So that should be 5 squares down.
I think that's right. So right behind Oceanus.
Yes. Whee!
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna withdraw from the
I think that's all I have for now.
Okay. No idea what's going on with Kish. Silvo.
I didn't even see Kish leave us, so all I heard was a fight break out. So as far as he knows, Kish is behind us.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Wait, does diagonal count as 2 squares?
No, I'm allowing people to cut this for the swimming. So 10,
Okay.
20, 30. Yep.
So like here.
Yep. Right
What do you
behind them,
mean?
you can
Okay,
do that.
Sweet.
Yep.
Lovely.
Oceanus.
Alrighty. Just gonna plop right there, guarding the intersection just in case.
Okay.
Probably not going to encounter anything, but
Yeah, you don't see anything at all down at the hallway in the arena. It looks deserted. Okay, which leads us to the top of the round. And as the top of the round begins, you begin to hear echoing through the hallways. You begin to hear roar, 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 roar. There's this sound of something, in fact, hundreds of things, chanting something. Now, I need to ask, I know I've asked this before, what language does everyone speak? I apologize. I think Oceanus, you're Aquan, right?
I also got Aquan.
and
Also
elf.
got Aquan. Okay.
Ish.
Yeah, none of you know what this is, but it's a single syllable brosh, 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 brosh.
Pretty sure it's safe to assume that what they're chanting is eat the turtle, eat the turtle, eat the turtle.
So we shall see, but that is what you hear.
Cook.
It is echoing through the hallway.
Run,
Morthwell.
run.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yep. All right, Morthwell, what's it going to be?
Go, go, go.
Okay. So you're going to get to here.
So I'm just going to not dash right now and see what the state of this cave is. Although it's anticipated empty, but... Right, stop there and check. And if it's all clear, I'm going to continue to the... Well, not quite out into the open sea because tentacles exist.
Right. And I'm going to just going to get rid of our dead sea eel. Okay. All right.
Aw.
Right to the entrance for there. Okay, great. All right. Brian, are you doing the same?
I am doing the same. I am going to use my full dash action to follow Morthwell, which I don't think gets me quite as far.
Right. You would only 10, 20. See,
Maybe
and
there.
yes, I think that I was going to say that's about right.
Okay.
Okay, so there you are. Lovely. Okay. Don't know what's going on with the sharks. Green.
Swim, swim, swim. As everyone's saying.
Okay, go ahead and move your yours as far as they can get.
They're
Outstanding.
gonna eat me.
I like that Silvo every turn is like, they're gonna eat me, and then they're gonna eat me because he goes right up behind you again.
They're not going to eat you. You're fine. You're going to be fine. We're going to get you out of here. Don't worry about it. Calm blue ocean and all that jazz. Now, don't stop swimming, though. Just keep hustling.
Okay. The Sahugan continue to do the brar, brar, brar. So this sound coming through the fortress. Waves.
Yep. I'm gonna follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Max speed. There we go. I'm on the same square as Oceanus.
Okay.
That's as far as I can get.
As far as you can get. That will lead us to Silvo.
Yum.
Okay, Silvo is booking it up that passageway as well. How about Oceanus?
Is there any way to just not taking a lot of effort, but determine where the sound's coming from, or is it just echoing
Everywhere.
all over the place? Okay.
And I'm not being coy, literally, except for obviously through the prison, but any to the left, the right, and to the south, the sound is echoing from all the corridors.
All right, then Oceanus is going to go where the sound is not.
Seems reasonable.
Which I think puts him about there.
Okay.
Just going to plant there regardless.
Okay. All right. That brings us to the top. Now, what I'm going to do is, since everyone's headed the same way, I'm going to ask everyone to assemble themselves, please, here. Because that's basically where everyone is going regardless. So, and there are currently no creatures in the fortress stopping you because of the previously mentioned things. Okay. So, as you get to here, since it is Morthwell's turn at the top of the round, Morthwell, you, sort of prepare yourself, as you can see, like swimming frantically, towards the exit. And I'm gonna open up some areas over here that should reveal some spots. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to zoom out on the map for everyone else in chat as well. Okay. Like that. So, you get out here and you see sort of the open ocean, to the side. Open ocean, freedom, and then, Morthwill, you sense more than hear a massive disturbance in the water, as if some enormous thing is disturbing and displacing the water around it. Like you can almost feel yourself like this. And as you look up, you see a creature that looks like this. A massive double-headed shark swims down towards you. And Brine, you immediately recognize this because as you are looking around sort of, over Morthwill, this is the image that Shern had showed you before of this massive shark. It's more really than a single shark. It is a creature that looks almost like two things placed together. Specifically, and I will see if I can describe that in greater detail. If I can get my thing to load. There we go. This is a two-headed shark. And as it comes towards you, you can see there are a series of what look like bands, and on them there are these white things, and as they come closer you can see that each one of the bands around each one of its necks is filled with polished skulls, and there are behind it bones sort of trailing behind along its length. It is a gargantuan-sized shark, probably the size of a ship. And as it comes towards you, you hear inside your heads, "Surrender now, and I will consume you quickly."
I told you we were trying to eat me.
Right. We're going to stay in initiative. You are fighting something known as the Maw of Sekola. So, you're fighting the Maw. Morthwill, your move.
Can I ask a question before we get back into initiative?
Sure.
Being of the sea, can I tell, is this a natural occurrence, or has it been, for want of a better word, genetically modified?
I'll give you more than that. Since you are one of the sea, please make a religion check for me, please. But I'm going to give it to you at advantage.
Okay.
Can Oceanus jump in on that too?
I got a nat 20.
Yes. Oh my God, Nada, what is going on today? Yes. I'm going to tell you about it, and go ahead, Oceanus. Oceanus for
Religion
11,
books are
right?
boring.
For you, Oceanus, it's you've heard stories and tales of massive creatures in the sea, many of which are told by, drunken sailors, humans that don't know any better, things like that. You may have heard of massive sharks, but not ones that looked exactly, I would say, like this. But, Brian, you have heard of something like this before. The Maw of Sekola was not simply a two-headed shark. It is the avatar of the hungry Sahuagin god itself. And maybe now, having encountered psychic creatures, perhaps Kraken, perhaps other things before, maybe now you see a little more of what has unified the Sahuagin to this level. This is, if you will, a shark that is an avatar of a god.
I'm relaying this obviously to the rest of the party, and I'm like, this isn't a typical shark. I mean,
Oh,
Do you think?
can I kind of whisper into my hair? Have you seen anything like this? To Shern.
Okay. So Shern is Shern is oh God, what would the image be that it would even present? I think what I would say is that Shern gives you an image simply of teeth and darkness. And that's it. I have a lot of love for Shern, but this is sort of stretching the bounds of what our good psychic lobster, can deal with.
Yeah, I'm relaying all of this in kind of terrified awe.
Okay.
That this is something that I thought was a myth, but apparently it isn't.
Yeah, you even heard stories, Brian, of, old sea dogs that would tell you about ships being dragged down to their depths and losing people, and you were always kind of like, yeah, and there's a big white whale, sure, right? Like most of these things turn out to be, you've certainly seen big creatures and things that could be very dangerous, but the idea that there's this all-consuming whatever, well, this is walked out of a drunkard sea dog's tail. And is worse than any of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the others. I mean, how are we gonna get past this?
I don't suppose you've got anything in that bag of tricks of yours, Morthwell, that's a shark god killing device.
Morthal's just like, I. Like,
Yeah.
he's just, he's shut down. He's terrified.
How's your relationship with your god, Green?
I mean, my relationship with my god is she helps me to clean.
There's a big mess right there. Maybe she can help.
I mean, Eldath is a goddess, a pacifist goddess of sort of peaceful, quiet waters. And this is like a shark deity of shark blood kill.
Yes.
So I guess would they be some sort of natural enemy of I don't really know how much deities sort of how much the lore around deities is fleshed out.
Yeah, I mean in Greyhawk, I would say, which is where we are, I would say these are not automatic rivals, right? I mean, but very obviously the god that you serve is not the god that, is Sekula is a terribly evil goddess, and is the goddess of the Sahuagin, so they would not be expected to, they would not hang out, right? But it's not that your whole life has been dedicated to the destruction of this thing.
No, I'm just trying to work out how Green would feel towards like encountering a deity that is the opposite of...
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't want to tell you, how to feel, but I will say, that any good aligned creature would probably feel revulsion of the highest order at something like this. Because this thing exists to feed, right? It exists to feed its hunger, and it is a never-ending hunger. There's almost I'm going to get real philosophical on everyone for a minute. It's the example of something that is so self-centered that it would consume the world and it would not be enough, right? Think Shelob, that Tolkien's wonderful description of Shelob, until she would consume even herself to sate her hunger. Like, that's what this is. So I would imagine there would be incredible revulsion, Green. I don't think that's not playing your character to tell you that, I think.
Awesome.
Did I mention it's super dirty? Sorry. Just
Yeah, no, that's my next question. Yeah, I mean, there's not much Green can actually do about this. But yeah, he'll look at was it Oceanus who asked?
It was, yeah.
I guess he'll just be like, I do not think well of this shark. And you see in his face, it's like the understatement of the century.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like to point a hand out and have a small glowing white orb in my hand pointed at the shark. And I would like to turn to the others and say, well, what's the play? Do we fight or do we run?
Okay.
I don't think we can outrun it.
I don't think we can fight it.
I don't think we can outfight it.
I would
What are you
like
gonna
to
do?
show.
What are you going to do? You're going to sit here and let it eat you? You're not going to go out swinging after everything we've been through? You're not going to go out with a bit of fire in your belly?
Leroy Jenkins!
You lot have dragged me through the worst scenarios possible, and every time I've picked myself up, and you have made me believe. You've made me believe that we can do this. Don't go back on that word now. Don't make yourselves out to be liars. We can get out of this, or we can get through this. It's one way or another. We're spent, we're tired, and we don't know if we're going to get home. But I will be damned if I'm going to hide in a corner and be eaten by a bloody shark god.
I mean, when you say fire in your belly, I mean, is there anything that we've got that could maybe blow this shark up from the inside? I mean, I don't know what I'm referencing here because televisions aren't invented. However, there's some memory I have of a tale I once heard of a very, very large shark attacking a boat, and they didn't have a bigger boat, so they had to blow up the shark. Do we have anything like that in our bag of holding at all? Maybe.
Yeah.
Very small and it's very small, incredibly stupid elf that could potentially come back from the dead.
I would like to shoulder my way between Morthwell and Silvo.
Okay.
Take out my shield and my rapier and close my eyes. Waves is not religious in the same way that Green is, but Waves so strongly believes in the ocean that it should be a free place, somewhere where everybody can travel, where everybody can be who they are, where people can connect, that they became this paladin of the open sea. And right now, Waves grabs onto that because there is this giant bejeweled two-headed shark out there that is stopping them from leaving, from going, from moving. And so I call out to the sea to send me a swift steed. And I cast Find Steed and see if something comes.
Find Steve.
Gotta put it there.
Amazing.
This is 10-minute casting time, Waves.
It's a really good
I
speech.
tried to get a word in when people were discussing. I would have started early.
No, I I know, but you're not. Yeah, I know. But even if they had, that would have given you maybe 2 minutes. I love this
then I'm
image.
still-
You're gonna try?
Well, I'm gonna try. If it's not working, it's not working. But I'm gonna try.
Okay. All right. I love the image. I don't. We'll see. We'll see. All right. We're still in initiative, so I'm gonna have to start us with Morthwheel at the top.
Yeah. I wasn't prepared to fight a god.
Well, just the avatar of a god.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that up with my god when I see him.
Completely different then.
Ouroboros it into nothingness. You'd recommend offering it itself. Aha! What if you eat your own tail? Its shark is worse than its bite.
Oh dear.
I don't think so. God grief. God grief.
God
grief, yeah.
There
this
is
was
some God
happened.
grief going on for sure.
All right. Well, it's technically in range of this, so I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Thunderwave, okay. All right.
This even hit. Hang on. Right. Yeah. Let me just double check. 'Cause I've not used it in a while.
Right, that's
It
true,
has-
Prince Justin. That's true.
It's going to have to make. Yeah, it has to make a Constitution saving throw, which yeah, I'm sure it will.
Okay, let's see.
DC 15.
DC 15.
It looks kind of scrawny. I don't know.
I know, right?
Nah, we can take it.
So unfortunately, the Thunderwave bashes against its outside. Its fins ripple, and it kind of.
It's still going to take 2d4 damage from that.
Okay.
Would have been funny if it got the pushback, but oh well. Right, 2d4.
It still only counts as one.
Okay.
Hey!
There you go.
I scratched it!
All right. Okay. Yep, you did a bit. It one of its skulls goes flying off its necklace, or one of its necklaces.
That is not sustainable at all.
Okay, so now Morthwheel technically, this thing has a pretty big range, as you can see. Where do you want to? You could probably slide out to
Back in the cave.
here, like this way, or this way. Like you could slide one or the other direction, if you wanted to do that without incurring an attack.
Backwards seems like a better option, to be honest. Unless we're running for it, which I don't think we can either. I don't know. He's pulling back. He's just too scared.
Okay. Okay. So on the end of your turn, the Maw is going to take one of its several legendary actions. As a legendary action, it basically takes its tail and makes a massive wave. And the effect of this is it's sort of like if you took your thunder wave, right? And then you amplified it, and then you brought it up to the face of your enemy, and then you opened his mouth, stuffed it in, and then shot the thunder wave. That's sort of the effect that it has as it hits all of you. So I need everybody here, please, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Everybody who is within 10 feet of me gets a +5 on their dex saving throw.
Lovely.
Nice.
Code of Aura of Protection, which gives my charisma modifier as... Oh, maybe let me check that I got the right modifier before I say that, but...
Okay.
Yeah, wrong modifier, sorry. It's +4.
+4. Okay. So
Cool.
that's a
So mine's
19, Oceanus, if I'm getting that right?
17 for me.
Sorry, I accidentally rolled it. Advantage, it's a 15. It's a 15 plus...
Plus the 4, right? Was what we...
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be 19 then.
So
Yeah.
19, 11, 17, 10, and 8. Okay. So and 12. All right. So
No, I
Os-
don't give the bonus to myself, so it's an 8.
Oh, it's an 8. Okay. So Oceanus saves. Everyone else does not. So let's see.
Morthwell doesn't?
Nope.
17, isn't it?
I'm sorry. That's right. It's a 17. I take it back. Morthwell does. I take that back.
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't realize. I was looking at the 13. I was forgetting about the 4. Yeah, so Morthwell does. Oceanus does. Nobody else does. So let's see. So all of you who did not save are going to take, there's 2 effects. One is you're going to take 10 points of damage if you did not save. If you did save, you're only going to take 5. So Morthwell will be down to 44. Brine is
8.
8, so Brine is going to be down to 8. Yep. Green is going to be down to 25, I believe. Waves is going to be to 45. Silvo is going to be to 22, I believe.
Yep.
And Oceanus is going to be at 46. That's the first effect. The second effect is, now because you're underwater, you're not going to be knocked prone. You are, however, if you missed, going to be pushed back basically one square. So Oceanus is not pushed back. But, so let's see, Brine, you were, right? So Brine would be here. Yeah. And then Morthwell would, Morthwell did make the save. So Morthwell will not. Waves will go back here, like to that square. Are you doing that, Waves?
Sorry, I thought you were doing it and I didn't want to interfere.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Boop.
Okay. So you're all pushed back that way and sort of like bounce into the wall, but it doesn't do any more damage. The worst effect, though, is that this wave rumbles through the passageway. And what you see now is there is something that you think is perhaps part of the... It's not the design of this place because this was originally the lizard folk, but it definitely is something which seems to work with the sort of passageway. The wave goes all the way down, and then you hear some sounds basically of smashing and falling. And Oceanus, as you look down, you are horrified to see that rock and rubble fills in this space, blocking your exit into the fortress, and presumably, obviously, intentionally. That's what the Maw was trying to do. So, you've been cut off. Although whether going into the fortress is going to be a great idea anyway, I don't know, but...
I thought I'd cross my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Let's see if I can get... Yeah, this works, I think. Let's put that here. All right, and then we increase the size of that. Like there. Okay, and then we copy that, paste it, so we get some more density. Okay.
Nice.
All right, good. Lovely.
Love a nice dense cave in.
Yeah, just just a little bit of extra something. All right. That was in the end of Morthwell's turn, and now it is Brian's turn.
Okay. I would like to move a bit further forward so I've got a good view.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. The jewelry, for want of a better word, that's
Mhm.
adorning this shark,
Mm-hmm.
does it look like it's just for decorative purposes? Or does it look like it's doing something more?
That's hard to say. You know that there are multiple sacrifices that have been given to the Maw based on this religious information you knew from before. It doesn't seem to be obviously infusing the Maw with any extra powers. But, could it be? Maybe. But you never heard any of that in the stories, and it doesn't seem to be looking like it's doing that from here.
Okay, I'm going to get my crossbow out,
Okay.
and I'm going to aim at the fanciest, shiniest, most breakable section of the necklace.
Okay. Going to be doing this at disadvantage, Brian, so you know when you take this shot, because it's a called shot and it's in the water with a swirling giant shark.
Well, yeah, it's either that or I go out and get eaten. And I don't want to sacrifice my lobster. So
That's true.
Does an 8 hit?
Not so much, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Can I? Is it possible to? I mean, again, I am reaching at straws at the moment. But if it's within 30 feet, could I cast Destroy Water around just around one of its lungs, gills type thing, just enough for it to and not be able to breathe a little bit.
How much is the destroy? How much does it affect though? Destroy water? How big?
30-foot cube.
That is 1,000 liters of water. Let me tell you, that's a lot of water.
The issue really
range and area is 30 feet, and then it says 30 feet with a cube sign. So I'm assuming that that's
The issue is twofold. The one is that it's a two-headed shark with multiple gills. The second is that the water all around it would immediately rush in within a matter of seconds to fill in the empty space. Like, it's not a thing that's going to stay that way, right? It's a good idea. This thing is probably bigger than what Destroy Water would probably slow it down, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't anticipating that it would stay gone. I was just thinking
would it cause it to hesitate? Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. You're not sure, but it's a good thought. Whether it's going to really work against something this size, you don't know.
Can I try it?
Yeah, if you want. Although, did you you already fired with your crossbow, though, right?
I already used my action, so I can't.
You can't do that this turn anyway. But be thinking about it if that's something that you want to try. Possibly. I assume you're staying where you are then, if I'm guessing properly. Okay. Second legendary action at the end of your turn. It slams its tail into the cavern wall side right here. And rocks come showering down on all of your heads. It does not... Hey, what's up, Effect Life? It slams down upon you. It doesn't cause any damage yet, but it shakes alarmingly. A couple more blows like that might bring the whole cavern down around you. Okay, that's going to lead us to Green is up next.
Right. Okay. Give me a second. Right. As my action, I believe Brian is very not good, right? Like health-wise.
Yeah, I'm
That's fair to
looking
say.
a little bit bashed up. I have 8 hit points currently.
All right, then I'm going to use my second channel divinity for the day as an action, so you can restore up to 30 HP, but only up to half of your HP, if that makes sense. your max total.
So you could go up to 32, basically, is what that means.
So I'm up to 32.
Yep, because that's half of your hit points, which is as much as what that channel divinity does.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm looking slightly less bashed up now.
Is there anyone else in the area who is less than half health on our team?
Not by my read. I don't think anyone else. Is anyone else?
Okay,
I don't think
that's
so.
And then I guess using my last second level spell slot, which is my last spell slot at all.
Okay.
I am going to step up to the entrance here, hold out my hand, and summon my spiritual weapon, which is a little scrubbing brush. A little glowing scrubbing brush that I can bring into being anywhere within 60 feet of me. Is she within 60 feet?
Probably yes.
Alright. It's a bonus action to summon the spiritual weapon. I can attack with it right away. It does not do much damage. I will say that Green is not made to deal damage. But he's aware that none of his mates are feeling like they could be the one to step up and step out, and we need to go. And so he's gonna step out and he's gonna look over his shoulder at them, his friends, and he's gonna say, "Let's clean up this mess." And attack a giant shark with a tiny little brush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it this way so it's facing in the right direction. Let me give you
Amazing
control over that.
And it is...
Okay. You should have control over the brush now, so to speak.
Thank you. So this is to hit, so you could still miss. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit, yes. This thing
Excellent.
is not particularly agile.
Are you all ready for this massive damage?
I'm ready.
1,000
I'm primed.
cleaning damage. Okay.
7 cleaning damage.
7 cleaning damage. Oh,
Okay,
man.
does that count as anti-shock damage as well?
It's being like, scrubbed, when you
Clean
scrub
Thulu.
too much and you're like,
Clean through, yeah.
Yeah, it's abrasion. It's
Abrasion, yes.
It's not bludgeoning, piercing. It's abrasion type damage.
It roars in rage. Okay, and let's see. It's probably... Let's see, that was that. Okay, final legendary action of this round. It is going to smash into the side of the cavern wall again. The cavern, more rocks and stones, and a few of you narrowly dodge being smashed. This cavern is going to come down unless you get out of it. It is clearly, and clearly the maw is trying to drive you out of the cavern. I mean, that's obviously its intention, for whatever that's worth. Okay. I think we're going to be able to get to the end of this round, which would be good. Waves, what would you like to do?
I try to give the ocean, as I see it, this image of, if it would just give me a steed right now, I can be its champion here. Like, give it this image of a Kenku underwater riding out on whatever steed the ocean is gonna send me and take on that bejeweled double-headed shark. I just cannot get past the jewelry thing. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, just use your leaping skill to jump up onto the back of the shark, and then ride the shark.
This is a thing that happened earlier today in another campaign that Bruce and I are in.
If I do not get a steed, I'm gonna go and get a steed.
I'm gonna go get a steed. I'm gonna go find this steed. I'm turning this steed around. Okay.
You wrong time and place. My steed now.
Okay. So you have this image that you are placing. The ritual continues. 2 minutes down, 8 minutes to go. Okay. Are you? And that's all you're doing. I'm assuming waves. At the moment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
I'm quite focused on that.
That's fine. I get it. Silvo, what would you like to do?
Where can I move to?
You can. So again, you can move along the side, like of here, if you want. You could obviously move anywhere in the cavern. You could move one space back to where the rubble is, but as I said, there's more rubble landing all around you all the time.
Yeah.
But you could swim out left or right without provoking an attack because it's not quite close enough yet.
Okay. But that's with me dashing, correct?
10, 20. You could get here, I believe, without dashing.
So here without dashing.
Yes, or the left one. You could also go over here if you
Okay.
wanted instead.
So I'm going to swim past green.
Okay.
I'm going to actually, just while I'm swimming forwards, I'm just going to look at Morthwheel and go, might want to blow that horn. And then swim past green and go, that's the spirit. That's what I like to see. And I'm going to swim to this point, and I'm going to hold out my glowing hand that is still glowing. And I'm going to cast a spell, my final level 3 spell. And I'm going to cast...
Destroy shark.
seconds. Yeah. Create shark. No, wrong one.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Now
Wrong
there are
button.
2 of them.
This is getting out of hand.
I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar.
Ooh.
He has no idea what he's casting. All he knows is this could be it. There's a far off look in Silver's eye. This could be it.
Okay.
If I may RP just for one moment, there is a moment where Silver reaches for the necklace around his neck. This is a symbol of Sehine Moonbow, Oceanus' god. It's also Silver's god. And there is a passing thought in his mind that goes, I haven't reached out for you for a while, but if I don't make it out of this, could you do me a favor and make sure they do? And with that, he's going to cast Hunger of Hadar. Now, Hunger of Hadar opens up a gateway to the dark dimension between the stars, the region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point within range and lasting for the duration. Range is 150 feet. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate this area, and the creatures within are fully blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is immediately difficult terrain. And any creature that starts or ends its turn in this area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that starts its turn takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn must make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as otherworldly tentacles rub against it. So the bead
There
of
they
light
are.
shoots out of his hand, preferably hitting the sharks in the face, and just this weird otherworldly bubble of darkness just appears over its heads.
Let's see.
You just slapped a shark. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. I just blinded a shark.
I love it.
Blinded like the shark. Okay.
This is where Av goes like, oh great, all of her best friends live there. They come out to help her out.
Hey, that's fair. I mean, in his mind, Silver was hoping for something a little more, pedestrian, like maybe a fireball or a magic missile. But he's just like, I need something that's going to get us out of trouble. This might work. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. I don't like that. How about... Can I do that? Can I do that? Let me do that. How about this? Can I do this? Damn it. It's not letting me do any of these things. All right. That's fine. So
I've opened up 2 black holes and now I'm going to merge them on top of the shark.
Okay. So you do that. All right. So it begins its turn. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. So you have done that. Okay. Good stuff, Silvo. You swam out there. You cast the thing. Oceanus, you're up.
All right. So Oceanus is going to start swimming up and just say, Anders has the amulet. Thank you for saving me. And he's going to swim up, and take double attack actions with Britannia, the trident.
Yep.
So let's see here. 2-handed, of course.
Of course. Wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh, no.
Perhaps thrown off by the black hole. Just kidding.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. That first one is a miss.
Try it again.
Oh, no. Oh.
I mean, it is an avatar of God.
It's because Anando's getting double crits constantly on all of her
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Ananda stole all our
I'm
crits.
sorry.
Unfortunately, Oceanus does not. Neither one of those hits, I'm sorry to say. You're still engaged with it, right? I assume? Like that's...
Yeah.
All right.
And,
go ahead.
Nope. That's... I'm just looking at that's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay.
Sending protect us.
It is...
Wait, just to quickly summarize the last 10 seconds of this battle, we've summoned a tiny brush, a giant void of darkness, and waved a sword around.
That's by the dice roll right there. That's if you want to know
Go big or go home.
What by dice roll is all about. Well, but also go small and go home. Also go sideways, but go home.
Yeah, go sideways or go home.
Just go home, basically, is what we're saying.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's what we're trying to do. I know. Okay, the maw swings around. First of all, it will take damage because it's starting in that zone. So, what's the damage that it takes?
2d6 cold.
Go ahead and roll that.
Oh, cool. Thank you. 2d6 cold at the start. 11 points of cold damage. It's difficult terrain. I don't think that's going to care.
It's not going to matter.
Blind while it's in that area.
Blind is one thing, but it does not operate by vision. Comes out
Its
here.
eyeballs are probably bigger than that anyway.
Eyeballs are its jewelry.
Turns here. For some reason, this is more terrifying to me than before. Comes
We're in a
towards,
straight line.
actually.
We're in a straight line.
comes
Oh,
towards
boy.
Oceanus. Is going to attack with its bite and attack with its tail. First, it attacks with its bite. Let's see. Where's my thing? Okay. That's 14.
That is not a hit.
Aha. All right. Okay. Now it's going to attack with its tail. That is a 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. You will take...
Chainmail protected from the shark bite. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Oceanus, you are going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry. And you are... I need you to make a... I don't know about a strength constitution. Let me see. What is this thing that it needs? It needs strength. So a strength saving throw, please.
Come on. Oh, okay. I'm sure an 11 will do it, right?
Not so much.
Yeah, against
a
an
small
avatar
shark.
of a god.
You were
Yeah.
slammed violently back against the cavern wall, and you are going to take the outside the cavern wall. And you are going to take an additional 8 points of damage of bludgeoning damage. You are not prone because we're in the water here, but you are Oceanus dazed. The impact of this basically means that next turn you will only be able to take one action on your turn, not both, is what that means.
Okay.
And as we come to the top of the round, the maw roars angrily, and the whole ocean seems to ripple with its rage. The cavern behind you, the stones sort of smashing against the cavern. you hear the sound of a creature that's very familiar, and it says, and Borges comes swimming out of the ocean towards the thing. What will Borges be able to do against this horrifying thing? We will find out next time in the what will now clearly be finale of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So if you want to see some epic finishes, people, we have delivered you a two-headed shark. I hope that you feel comfortable about it. It is going to be fun to see what happens. It is a cliffhanger or a shark hanger, I guess, in this particular case. Good stuff, everybody. And it sets us up nicely for the finale. I'm sorry that I could not wrap it up here. It would probably be another half hour to 45 minutes to an hour of combat. It'd be too long. But it sets us up nicely for when we do this finale of Ghosts of Saltmarsh, as the Maw has appeared finally. And we will see the impact that it has. So great work from everybody. I will start. This time I'll work backwards. I'll save Fleos for last, again, as I did last time, because Fleos may or may not be able to be with us next time because of scheduling, but we'll figure that out. So I'll start with Green. Bruce, wonderful stuff again from Green today. I honestly started to feel very, very sad for Green every time. It was like, please don't eat me. It's like the whole like nightmare of Green's existence brought together in one thing. But we got to see the show. We got to see the healing, which was pretty clutch. That channel divinity was important on both levels. I love the attack of the brush versus the massive maw. You know, that's the spiritual weapon. Let's clean this thing up. And obviously Green is used up. You know, we're using up all the spell slots and doing all the things. But Green was able to maintain, despite all of that, a very Green-like approach to everything. And we will see. You folks will all have, you know, a couple weeks at least, to think about strategies, and maybe Green will be able to pull something else out of his shell, so to speak. How'd you feel about today, Bruce? Where would lovely folks find you next?
Yeah, I'm not sure he's gonna pull anything out of his shell.
He might
go
not.
back inside.
Possible.
He's, you know, yeah, I think it's tough for Green when he hasn't got anything left to heal with.
Yeah.
You know, he's used literally everything he's got. He's not he's a lover, not a fighter. He's got this one brush, probably going to use it as a toothbrush at some point for the shark, because that's funny. So yeah, I think he's stepping out thinking that this is the day that he gets eaten. But maybe he's found inner peace, you know. It's okay. He'll be happy to go. So let's just do it. And the fine folks will find me next, whichever happens first between this and Dragonbane. Unfortunately, I don't have the backup character of a chicken to play in this campaign. But anyone who worries about my green characters in general, you know, if Frogor ever dies, it's okay. There will be a chicken. So yeah, you should definitely go and watch that next time as well on Arv's channel.
Good stuff. Thank you, Bruce. As Lewin Point says, it's not easy being Green. I you know, that's true. It can definitely be the case. I look forward to seeing what you get up to, Bruce, with either of the campaigns. Thank you as always today. Inanda, you were eating your Wheaties. I'll tell you what. Those like the double scimitar crit, the freaking double religion crit. Like, I mean, there were you must. I think you had 4 crits today. Did you have 4 criticals?
It was either 3 or 4. I think it was 4.
I
Yes.
think it was 4. Like, it was really something else. And it was also cool to see because it was like Brian coming into her own. I was thinking about Brian slipping with the whole thing with the weasels way back at the beginning of this campaign, and like, Brian now, battling off Sahuagin champions and, doing all this stuff. It was very cool to see. And what Brian has left sitting here now, 32 out of 64, and, trying to figure out what to do. And do we do the destroy water? Do we, all that stuff? That there's a lot that I think is probably running through Brian's mind, but a lot of big combat moments, and of course always trying to protect Shern, the psychic lobster. Sorry that Shern did not get a little more stage time today, but frankly a little bit hard to do that when you're in the midst of trying to escape a fortress and then you're fighting a massive two-headed shark that's an avatar of a god. So, how did you feel about today's session in Underwear? Will the fine folks find you next?
I always enjoy it. It's so much fun, and kind of reaching the culmination next session of Ghosts of Saltmarsh seems like it's been a long time coming, and I'm not ready for it to end yet.
Yeah.
But Shern is like what's going through my mind is that if I go out there, I'm probably my character's probably going to die, but I'll have to make sure I place Shern somewhere safe before I do anything reckless. But yeah, absolutely loved it. Thank you so much. Where will people find me next is a good question. I need to sort out my schedule for next week. I've had a lot of stuff going on this week, and I've got a friend staying this weekend. So yeah, watch this space, watch my Discord, and I will update a schedule as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, absolutely loved today, so thank you.
Thanks, Ananda. Great stuff as always. Look forward to seeing how Brian handles things in the finale. Mike, very good stuff from Silvo as well. I loved the RP pre Hunger of Hadar, and was also thinking a little bit about Silvo's arc and the fact that we now use the darkness against this creature, also hunger against hunger, right? Like, I love that image too. Is very cool, and there is this sort of sense of, what happens when two really evil bad guys fight? Like, what do we get? And is it different if one of them is being done for good purposes and one of them not so much? I guess we're going to find out a little bit as we go through. But that was good. Also was really cracking up at the continual Green sort of like, something's going to eat me, and then fading, and then Green's going to eat me, something's going to eat me, as it like comes flying up to you as he comes flying up to you. That was very funny also. And Silva's kind of being like, yeah, you're fine. It's all right. Still waters anyway. And the little mini speech, obviously, the remember the Titans, we can do this. You all dragged me through this. Now it's my turn type of thing was also very cool. How did you feel about today, Mike? Where would the lovely folks find you next?
I always love these sessions. I genuinely always enjoy them. The best game with the best people on the internet, to be honest with you. And is a tinge of sadness that it's coming to the finale, because this campaign feels like it's gone through some chapters while we've been involved in it. But I'm very pleased to see Silvo grow as a character, and also the group grow as a group together. But where can you find me? I'm on my channel, twitch.tv/wholesome horror gaming, every Tuesday and Thursday. Normally Tuesdays when I'm not doing D&D with these fine folk, and Thursdays 6:30 p.m. BST, where we play either weird games for weird people or just general horror games. So I play horror games, so you don't have to. So why don't you come and check us out?
Good stuff. Thank you, Mike. Definitely check out Wholesome Horror Gaming. Thank you for everything. I will see you next month as well. Saber, really good stuff from Morthwill. For one thing, we got a whole sequence of puns. That was more bull/oxen/cow puns that I expected that we could get to in this regard. And so there was that. Also, very clutch stuff. There were a couple of very cool synergies with Brian's fire breath potion combined with your webbing hit with the crab and all that. That was very neat. And sort of like pulling out of the bag of tricks about what Morthwill's going to be able to do next. If anything, we will see sort of run out of ideas.
I'm prepared for a fortress recon, not a god fight.
I know. Well, and you did the fortress recon, but now it's the god fight. As I said, it's just the avatar of the god. That was also, by the way, low-key, one of my favorite, the lines of the whole session was you being like, I'll take that up with my god when I see him, was very funny. Like, we have to talk about what an avatar is, okay? That was very funny. But here you are, here at the end of all things, as Sam and Frodo, as Frodo says to Sam. How did you feel about today, Saber? Where will the lovely folks find you next?
So yeah, it was a lot of fun, but yeah, wasn't quite expecting to be a final boss fight by the end of the session. So both Mortal and I a little bit terrified right now.
Yeah.
But well, we'll have to see what a desperate dwarf can pull out of his bag next session, because I got options. They're desperate options, but I think it's time to maybe start pulling pins and throwing things and see what happens.
Let's try this. It's going to be Arv. Do you remember when we got that thing
Yeah,
back in 2023?
Half the session is going to be you looking up
Be
stuff
like,
from
I'm going to be like
3
back to my
years ago.
notes. Like, oh God, no, it's this guy named Frank. Frank? Yeah, you remember Frank?
the piano playing spider, as Pyron Jada's just reminded us? Well, you don't remember me picking up that grenade, do you?
I'm just going to keep defaulting to Alchemist Fire. That's also Alchemist Fire. What? But it looks like a clam. Nope, it's an Alchemist Fire. That's what it is. Anyway.
But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow also with some horror and back with the tentacles, because I'm going to be looking at the Sinking City 2 on the GOG Twitch channel tomorrow evening. Checking that out. New Lovecraft survival horror game that's come out. I really enjoyed the first game, so yeah, it should be a good time.
Good stuff. Thank you, Saber. Also, thank you for Dashboard and Mubat today. And hello, Polar Knights. Hello, Mar. And yeah, hey, I don't know whether tentacles counts in this one, Saber. You just got fins instead for this particular one, you know.
Silvo did.
Silvo got the
definitely said there was
tentacles. Yes. So
yeah.
okay, good.
I manifest them. They're not necessarily me that summons them. I just
You're
have
just there and it
manifested by
happens.
being there.
For
yeah.
sure. It was awesome. Thank you, Saber. Pyron, really good stuff from Waves as well. I love the image. I mean, you were doing a lot of things that were, you know, good stuff to be able to try to move things along. Moving Green's shell along, for example, and stuff like that was really, I liked that thought process as well. And other stages of things too. The Fine Steed one is an idea. You may end up getting burned a little bit by the casting time situation, but you know, it is what it is. And the other thing, the very clutch thing too, was the redirection mimicry. The deception thing was a great idea and actually slowed things down, because those guys would have, you know, fled when they, or not fled, but left when they heard the alarm go out for the maw. But when you would not want to have taken 2 rounds of combat where you're fighting like 8 guys and take the damage from that, and now you also get to fight the avatar of a god, you know, so you're driving them away, was also a way that you could actually make this escape faster. So you had some good, very appropriate, it feels to me like, to Waves moments in here too. How'd you feel about today? Where will the lovely folks find you next?
I love today, but this being like such a huge boss fight also gives me like this feeling of we're actually nearing the end of this campaign, and it's a little bit. I like it because we finished something and it was a great time, but also now then it's over.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit mixed, I have to admit. And yeah, Waves. Well, 45 hit points isn't that bad, but I only have like 1 spell slot left and 1 channel divinity, and that's more or less it. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm still like really stuck. Like, how did the whole jewelry thing like work? Like, did somebody like, hey, you look like an avatar of a god. Want a necklace? Like, how did this start? What happens like if he doesn't like the necklace, or she?
Oh,
or
well,
they?
I think you know what happens then.
Yeah, well, still, I like I was really, I don't know, my brain just stuck on it. I don't know. Well, we're gonna see. Where will the lovely people see me next? I'm now also on the GOG Patron Discord. If somebody has heard about that, if not, I think there's some information on the GOG website. Look it up. And if you want to see me in person, I'm going to be at Retronomicon in Braunschweig this weekend. So if somebody just going to this little small computer gaming RetroCon, I'll also be there. Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you, Pyron. Good stuff as always here. And let's see. Oh, I see that you. all the way. I see. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading something that Pyron had sent me. A conversation from a while ago about a certain spell that may have been getting some use. Okay. Cool. I see it. We still have the casting time issue, but that's okay. We'll try to think of something. But thank you, Pyron. Good stuff today, and have fun at the convention this weekend. Last but certainly not least, Fleos, such a pleasure to be able to have you here. Also, I was really sad that the Britannia Trident Strike did not, go as kick-ass as the setup was, because I was like, man, that would be really epic to. But honestly, a lot of what Oceanus has been dealing with, constantly positioning himself to sort of block the way, fight when needed, back up. You were the only one who saw what Kish said to you, or heard what Kish said to you, and watched Kish and Coral do whatever it is that they're doing here. You were the only one who did that, or saw that. And so, it is interesting to see how Oceanus has been both an observer and then obviously an active participant, but also has seen a lot of things here in terms of what has gone on in this adventure. And so that's been great to see that. And I think Oceanus may play a significant role in this fight if we can figure out a time to schedule where you can play with us. So that's the hope, if we're able to do that. But it's been nice to be able to have you as many sessions recently as you have been. That's been cool. And hopefully that can continue into this finale. How did you feel about today, Fleos? Where will the lovely folks find you next?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I honestly, at the end there, I was half expecting, I can't remember what that movie is with dragons and Matthew McConaughey, where he like jumps towards the dragon and just gets swallowed by it.
Rain of Fire?
Rain of Fire, that's the one. I was expecting almost a Rain of Fire situation, if I'm being honest. But I'll take being stunned against a wall. But no, it was a lot of fun. I choked up a little bit. I didn't mean to, just a tiny bit, as he was saying his presumable goodbyes. But it has been a journey. I was thinking back to when this started, and I would listen to a podcast version that I made for myself of the old episodes, like the Thousand Tooth or whatever that guy's name was.
Yeah, Thousand Teeth.
When I was first joining you folks. And that was years ago, and just how we've come to the end here now. It's been a great journey. So I appreciate being able to take a little part of that and being part of it. So thank you, as always, for inviting me and for having me here. Next time I should be on my own channel on Saturday playing Final Fantasy.
Yay! Are you still mapping, or are you done with that?
I made it, right?
Okay. Right. You did it. That's right. Yeah.
I did it because at one point I was like, this may be my final Fantasy, because this is just so much. But it was a thing. Next week, or on Saturday, I'm going to be moving on because I found the way. And so I'm looking forward to it. I have been enjoying the game quite a bit, despite not knowing what to do for 5 hours. So that's where you'll find me.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully next time that we have this, somehow it can happen.
I hope so. We can figure out a way to work it out, hopefully. But thank you, Fleos. Great stuff tonight. And great stuff from everybody. I really enjoyed this a lot, and I agree with everyone. We'll talk more about the postmortems when we actually get through the finale, but campaign always is a little bittersweet at its conclusion. The nature of things is that they come to an end. The nature of things is that they have beginnings too. And so the end leads to something else. But in the meantime, y'all have a big shark to obliterate. So we will see whether that happens in this next session or not. In the meantime, though, I want to thank the amazing members of By the Dice Roll. Chat, can we get some love for all of them? For Pyron Jade, for Darksaber2K, for Wholesome Horror Gaming, Inanda, for Undeveloped Bruce, and for Fleos. Thanks, everybody. Good work. And I will see you folks back here very soon. Bye for now.
You.
See ya.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
All righty. Good stuff today. And yes, if you were like, wow, that was epic. Well, you are going to get a chance to see more of the epic. The epic is going to continue in our finale. Now, I will mention, just as a programming note about this, we don't know exactly when the finale is going to be. I have a couple of theories about ways that I can make this work, actually. There may be something that's associated with something that'll be coming up on my channel. I might try to push it over there. in which case those of you here, I think of GogCom as sort of my sister channel, so you could come over and find me over there. Maybe something else with scheduling. I don't know yet exactly what it'll be, but we'll think about something. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you all for being here today. It was great, a great pleasure, and I hope you folks enjoyed it. Next week, next Tuesday, will be regular Pen and Pixels, starting at 4 p.m. as opposed to 2 p.m. Eastern as it was today, and moving until 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will be continuing with the Lamplighters League. That'll be happening next Tuesday, and that is my final pre-WorldCon stream that I am flying out to LA. I have panels. I have 2 panels that I'm doing. I have a reading that I'm doing, and I have a live D&D event, a first at the World Science Fiction Convention, which will feature major authors and celebrities, including Zoom Mason and Benjamin Rosebaum and Christina Orlando and Amal Elmatar, Hugo Award winner, and Shannon McGuire, Hugo Award winner, best-selling authors both as well. I am very excited to have them as part of this live Dungeons & Dragons event. It's going to be a good time. So that's going to be happening a week from Friday, and I will be out in LA starting a week from tomorrow, actually. It starts on Thursday. We're flying out Wednesday night, and I will be out there through the weekend, and then we'll be back, and it'll be time for the fall. So, but otherwise, that's going to do it for me here. Kilgore Trout is going to be joining you with some more. It was not Gothic. What the heck was Kilgore doing today? Oh yes, that's right. Prince of Persia. I saw that and I was like, ooh, I liked Prince of Persia Sands of Time. So Prince of Persia Sands of Time, that'll be coming to you later on today. Also on my own channel at 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be continuing with another GOG game, and that is going to be Citizen Sleeper 2, voiced by the amazing R Vocalists. So I am very excited for that as we are moving into the end game. A lot of end games this year. We're going to be moving into the end game of that also. So I hope you will join us for that. That would be lovely if you can. But that is going to do it for me for now. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Please consider subscribing to us here on GogCom's Twitch channel. And please consider clicking through, because we have our own Patreons and subsystems and stuff like that that we have on our own channels as well. Otherwise, if you don't do that, I will see you later on my channel for various things during the week. And next Tuesday for more Pen and Pixels and more of the awesome Lamplighters League. And the finale of D&D with By the Dice Roll, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you all for watching. Special thanks to my By the Dice Roll crew. And thank you all. Everyone, be good to each other, as I always say. Much love, and I'll see you folks soon. Otherwise, everyone, have a good one, and bye for now.